Live on the W Digital Network on YouTube, Winterset Husky basketball is on the air. Our coverage begins live with the Breeding's Ace Hardware warm-up show featuring Winterset head girls basketball coach Matt Young and boys head basketball coach Josh Henry as a part of our Montrose Pharmacy Coach's Corner. Winterset Husky basketball is brought to you by Michael's Computer Repair, The Pizza Ranch, Union State Bank, Winterset Dental, Edward Jones, Whitney Messerschmidt, Breeding's Ace Hardware, McDonald's Restaurant, Rainbow Restoration of South Central Iowa, Montrose Pharmacy, Integrity Financial Group, Swanson Masonry LLC, Salon 107, Pfeiffer Ag Solutions, The China Cafe, Remax Precision, Jamie Adkins, Agriland FS, Hold Our Youth Tight, Pro Team Insurance, Straight Shots Golf, The Sports Page Grill, Farmers and Merchants State Bank, Jones Creek Apparel, Madison County Realty, the Husky Booster Club, Suds and Pups, the Urban Tap Room, and Roush Collision. And now, Winterset Husky basketball. And a good evening to you. Welcome to high school basketball. Todd Guestford, Steve Keller, and Jack Keller with you here from the competition gym here at Winterset High School, where tonight your Winterset Huskies close out their pre-Christmas schedule with a Raccoon River Conference matchup, a basketball varsity doubleheader with the Carroll Tigers. The girls' game features a Winterset team that is 2-4 on the year, 1-3 in league. Ran into a buzzsaw on Tuesday night against North Polk up at Alleman, got beat 69-39, and North Polk really good. And the team that Winterset takes on tonight, the Carroll Tigers, 3-2 overall, 1-2 in league. And they played on Tuesday night as well, and they won at Boone 53-22. Welcome to the Breeding's Ace Hardware warm-up show. Trust your neighbors at Breeding's with everything you need to be successful with your home improvement project. And Steve and Jack and I are in the Winterset Dental broadcast booth for comprehensive general dentistry for the entire family. Stop in and see Dr. Jason Phelps and Dr. James Elliott at Winterset Dental. Well, we mentioned the girls matchup. The boys matchup tonight, Carroll 1-3 overall, 1-2 in league. And of course, the Huskies still looking for their first win, 0-6 and 0-4 in league. And the boys ran into a North Polk team that had not shot it well all year, Steve, until Tuesday night when they went 15 for 24 from three and, beat us 67. We got 9 threes the other night, by the way, and still lost 67-54.
Yeah, we shot the best, I thought. We shot all season from three-point range against North Polk. The only problem is North Polk shot better than we did. I don't think they could have missed that in that first half. I think I talked to Coach Henry about it. I think they were shooting like 63, 65% from the field in that first half.
Well, and both the Winterset teams got down early the other night. Boys got down 25-6 in the first quarter, and Jack, the girls, got down early as well. And they face a Carroll team tonight that has a lot of length. They have, of their 11 kids, 7 of them are 5'9" or bigger. How about that?
Yeah, that was something that Winterset kind of ran into against Adel, where it was a game that you thought that Winterset could win, but they just had too much size down low, and Winterset is not particularly tall, so I think that could be something that Winterset runs into tonight.
Well,
go ahead. I was going to say, and you have to worry about the Aiden girl. I just looking at her stats from Boone, she shot 4 of 5 from three-point line and 5 for 6 from field goal range.
Yeah, and she's their biggest player at 6 foot, Steve, and she handles the ball and steps out and shoots a 3.
Yeah, her stats look pretty good, honestly. I mean, when you look at her three-point percentage and all that stuff, I mean, her free throw percentage is 70%, and that's way above average in high school basketball, for sure.
All right, so it's an interesting matchup tonight in the girls and the boys, and obviously, guys, you want to go into Christmas with some positive momentum, which is what momentum is. It's positive, by the way, but so these are big games tonight.
Yeah, they are. I mean, the kids are they are ready to get out of school, but even more so, they want to start their break with a win for sure. That's what they were talking about today. So we'll see if we can get it done.
All right, well, we're going to visit with Winterset head coach Matt Young on our Montrose Pharmacy Coaches Corner. We'll come back and visit with Coach when we return. Winterset and Carroll tonight here from the competition gym here at Winterset High School. And you're watching Husky basketball on the W Digital Network. McDonald's in Winterset is independently owned and operated by a local franchisee to serve the communities in and around Winterset. Their mission is to provide an excellent restaurant experience to their guests and a friendly environment while delivering McDonald's gold standard quality, service, cleanliness, and value. Their vision is to become the premier place in the community to gather with family and friends for great food, drinks, and conversation. Open daily, 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. The drive-thru is open 7 days a week, 5 a.m. to midnight. A Winterset institution since 1921, Montrose Pharmacy continues to provide fast, friendly, and professional service with the local faces you can trust. Independently owned and operated at Montrose Pharmacy, you get fast, real answers to your prescription and the over-the-counter medication questions, and the pharmacy also provides free in-town home delivery for your prescriptions. Whether it's sponsoring the Huskies and or reinvesting in the community, Montrose Pharmacy has always been there. Still conveniently located at 120 North 1st Avenue on the west side of the historic Winterset Square, Montrose Pharmacy is open Monday through Friday, 7:45 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays 7:45 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's time for the Montrose Pharmacy Coaches Corner, featuring Winterset head girls basketball coach Matt Young. Fast, friendly, and professional service with the faces you can trust. Montrose Pharmacy, a Winterset institution since 1921. Let's go courtside for the Montrose Pharmacy Coaches Corner. Back here on our Montrose Pharmacy Coaches Corner with Winterset head girls coach Matt Young. Huskies taking on Carroll tonight, final game of the pre-Christmas schedule. And, you ran into a buzzsaw the other night against North Polk. They're really good. I don't know how many teams out there can score close to 70 points and have one of the best players in the state not score a point.
Yeah, they're sophomores. I noticed last night against Indianola, too. They were kind of the leading scorers again. But Tuttle did get into double digits. So, yeah, they're just a really good team. Mariah and Coach Criswell and I were talking on the way home. She just said, well, comparing them in Norwalk, it's interesting. I said the biggest difference is North Polk's been there. They've been to the state tournament for many years. I feel like they're the type of team that can kind of just flip that switch when they need to and play a little bit tougher when they need to. Norwalk, it'll be, a really big deal when they make it because they haven't been there for quite a while. But, yes, North Polk's a really good team.
Since Tuesday, couple of days of practice, things been rolling pretty good?
Yeah, real good. We had a nice practice both Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday night we had just a break from practice, had our Christmas party. It was really good for the girls and the coaches to just kind of hang out, in a different setting. I thought it was really good. Saw a lot of smiles, a lot of laughs, a lot of fun. Really appreciate Angie Olson, Angie Young, and Christy Hofing for putting that on and feeding us and coming up with the games and the fun. So it's been good.
And, every team wants to go into Christmas with some momentum, yes. So this is a big one tonight.
It is. It really is. I mean, there's a big difference between it kind of sounds funny, but being 2-5 or 3-4, it is. And it's a conference game, and it's a home, so you just want to take care of business.
Winterset head coach Matt Young with us here in our Montrose Pharmacy Coaches Corner. We'll come back and talk about the Carroll Tigers tonight when we return. You're listening to Winterset Husky Basketball. Agrland FS is a financially strong and dependable cooperative rooted in more than 90 years of experience with their eye on tomorrow. With 28 locations across southern Iowa, northwest Missouri, and throughout the United States, and from the field to your home and all points in between, you can trust Agrland FS to be there when and where you need them. Stop in at 421 North 10th Street in Winterset or call 515-462-5353 to learn more. AgriLand FS, where loyalty and integrity still means something. Breeding's Ace Hardware is your locally owned hardware store located at 1317 North John Wayne Drive. Whether you're a pro or tackling a do-it-yourself home improvement project for the first time, trust your neighbors at Breeding's with the expert advice, the tools, the equipment, and the products you need to get the job done. And you can't go wrong with brand name equipment like Toro and Steel. Your friendly neighbors at Breeding's are there to help you 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6, Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5, and Sundays noon to 5. Breeding's Ace Hardware. Stop in and see them today. Back here with Matt Young on our Montrose Pharmacy Coach's Corner. Huskies taking on the Carroll Tigers tonight. Final game before Christmas. Carroll comes in, Matt, they're 3-2, 1-2 in league, and they've got, we talk about the roster on the break, and, 11 kids on the roster, Matt, and 7 of them are 5'9" or taller.
Yeah, they're definitely got the length, they got some size, and they've got quite a bit of experience out on the court, some familiar faces. So, yeah, it'll be a tough challenge tonight.
Kate Aiden is kind of their key player, and she's their tallest player, and yet she likes to go out and shoot the three a little bit.
Yeah, she handles the ball for them, and a very good shooter. First team all-conference player, probably a couple years. So yeah, she's really good, and the biggest key I feel like is just going to be, there's going to be a lot of shots missed tonight. We just got to limit the number of offensive rebounds for them.
And how will they come at you defensively tonight? What do you expect?
I anticipate them mixing up some man-to-man, and they kind of play a 3-2 zone. They'll extend that to a three-quarter court, 1-2-2 type of press. I'm sure they'll do that because they see our turnover numbers.
And what can we do to try to neutralize them a little bit tonight?
Well, we've obviously been working on press breaking and score if they're going to pressure us. If we can score the basketball, that'll be big. Making that extra pass, looking for the 3 in a row, the diagonals, to get the easy ones. And then just handle the ball, be a little patient in the offense, and kind of break down their D, and we'll get some good shots.
Matt, you talk about the passing of your team. Your kids really do a good job of trying to make that extra pass and setting up that shot. We got to keep doing that, and then hopefully we can knock some of those down tonight.
Yeah, I agree. The key to us is getting the ball to the paint, whether it's on a post feed, which we don't have, too many back-to-basket girls, but some girls give it a shot, and they do a good job with that. But just driving the ball into the paint, and then we can get those kickouts, and that's when we're most effective.
Olivia sick tonight, so Macy's going to start. Talk about the lineup a little bit.
Yeah, so Macy Olson will fill in for Olivia Young, who's sick. We also have Bryn Acton, who's not feeling the best, but she was able to make it a half day at school. She missed our practice last night, so that stuff's going around. We just got to battle through it. Macy will do a nice job. I'm very confident in her, and hopefully she'll knock down some shots for us. Other than that, we got the same starters.
Abby Hofing's been coming off the bench and maybe not scoring a lot, Matt, but she's provided rebounding for you inside.
Yes, she has. And, she's just done a nice job kind of, settling into her role, getting more comfortable with things. And, she's done a nice job for us, and hopefully that'll continue.
All right, sir, as always, thank you very much. Good luck tonight, man. Let's. I like 3 and 4 a lot better than 2 and 5.
You're right, Todd. Go Huskies.
Winterset head coach Matt Young with us here on our Montrose Pharmacy Coach's Corner. More of our Breeding's Ace Hardware warm-up show when we return. You're listening to Winterset Husky Basketball. Pifer Ag Solutions offers independent agronomic solutions through elite partnerships, as Winterset's local channel Seed Pro offering elite corn and soybean genetics, or as Madison County's only authorized Titan Pro sales representative offering a full menu of crop protection products. Pifer Ag Solutions strive to offer products and services to increase the profitability of your farming operation. To find out more, give Pifer Ag Solutions a call at 641-660-4787. When you bank at Union State in Winterset, you have a hometown financial advantage. A family-owned independent bank, USB has a number of services to take advantage of, like convenient loan terms to grow your business, competitive home ownership and home equity loans, and personal loans for various personal needs, just to name a few. Proud to serve Madison County since 1935. Stop in at 611 West Highway 92 in Winterset or call 515-462-2161 and get your hometown financial advantage started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, and go Huskies. Back here on our Breeding's Ace Hardware warm-up show. We're about 4.5 minutes away from tip-off here between Winterset and Carroll in our girls' game. With numbers going back to 2006, Winterset leads the series 25-8. Huskies have won 4 straight at home, and Carroll snapped an 8-game losing streak against Winterset when they won the last time these two teams got together back on January 23rd of this year up in Carroll, 47-43. And Huskies led by 3 at halftime in that game, but got outscored in the fourth quarter, 14-6, and Carroll got the win. Last time these two teams were here in Winterset, Huskies won 47-36, led 26-9 at halftime. Carroll made a comeback in the third quarter, but Huskies were able to get the job done. McKenna Olsen, Steve, 15 points in that game. 3 for 6 from 3. It'd be nice to get her going tonight a little bit.
Yeah, we definitely need her. I think she's kind of the cog in the big cog in the wheel to make our offensive numbers go up. I mean, obviously you got Acton, you got Natalie Smith, but I mean she's one of the trifecta that needs to get going for sure.
It's time for our keys to victory, presented by Pizza Ranch. Their everyday, all-day buffet full of your favorite pizzas, the country's best chicken, and all the fixings await you at Pizza Ranch. Mr. Jack Keller, what do you think tonight?
You know, Coach Young kind of mentioned it, but I think scoring off of the press break is really important because they turn the ball over a lot, and sometimes you just kind of got to admit that that's what your team is going to do. But if you do that, you need to score when you break the press, and I think that could be a key for Winterset tonight.
Steve, your thoughts?
Well, I just think they need to handle the press break better than they have in the past, and just make sure that they're getting across that timeline in a timely manner, obviously within the 10 seconds, but it's sooner the better, and so they can start their half-court offense.
Carroll's got some length, guys. We gotta try to cut down on second chance point opportunities for the Tigers tonight too. What do you think about that?
And they're averaging about 15.5 a game.
Yeah. So those are some very good keys to victory, and that wraps up our Breeding's Ace Hardware warm-up show. Trust your neighbors at Breeding's with everything you need to be successful with your home improvement project. Starting lineups, opening tip-off coming up next. This is Husky basketball on the W Digital Network. Remember when retirement meant little more than end of work and winding down? Well, these days it's about so much more. Today's retirees are enjoying newfound freedom and exploring new interests. What does your ideal retirement look like? Edward Jones Financial Advisors at 119 West Court Avenue on the historic Winterset Square are here to help you identify your priorities and your goals and help you create a plan to achieve them. Call Whitney Messerschmidt at 515-468-6200 to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC. At Winterset Dental, Doctors Jason Phelps and James Elliott provide comprehensive general dentistry for the entire family, including same-day crowns, root canals, extractions, and implants. And now also offering cosmetics, including Botox and dermal fillers. Located at 301 Wambolt Drive and coming in 2025 is a brand new state-of-the-art 6,000 square foot facility being built right next door to the current location to help serve the Winterset community even better. Give Winterset Dental a call at 515-462-5755. It's time for the Farmers and Merchants State Bank First Half. Your hometown bank with hometown pride, locally owned and operated, which means their heart is where it belongs, in your community. Check out their website, fmstate.bank. Let's go courtside for the Farmers and Merchants State Bank First Half. And Todd, Steve, and Jack here with you at the competition gym here in Winterset. The other games going on in the Raccoon River Conference tonight. Ballard is at 8 a.m. That's a big matchup on the boys' side, by the way. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But Boone is at Bondurant Farrar tonight, and Carlisle is hosting Gilbert. The standings, North Polk, we're talking girls right now, North Polk 4-0, Carlisle's 3-0, ADM 3-1, Gilbert 2-1, Carroll 1-2, Winterset, Bondurant Farrar, and Ballard are each 1-3, and Boone is 0-3 on the year. Starting lineups tonight presented by Salon 107, voted Madison County's best salon for the 4th year in a row. Give them a call at 515-462-4247. For Carroll tonight, and they're coached by Katie Cook. She's got a big lineup. Kate Aiden, 6-foot senior, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 3.5 assists. Chloe Cook, 5'11 sophomore, 5 points, 5 rebounds, 1.5 assists. Olivia Rowetter, a 5'10 senior, averaging 8 points, 6 rebounds, 2.5 assists. The other starters, Allie Cook, a 5'10 junior. And I'm starting to catch my theme here. Everybody's about 5'10", 5'11", or 6 foot. Allie Cook, 9 points a game, 6 rebounds, 1.5 assists. And our other starter tonight, I believe, is Sophia Tidgren, a 5'10 senior, who's averaging 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Katie Cook is the coach of the Carroll Tigers, assisted by Josh Spohr and Tom Borchers. And I mentioned Carroll is 3-2 on the year, 1-2 in league. They average 50 points a game. They've been giving up about 39 per contest. And their length, I think, Steve, we hope it's not an issue, but it could be an issue tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, when I was in college, my coach Lamar would say I just put down heights and stuff just to kind of, but they're legit 5'10 and above.
For the Huskies tonight, add one forward, Bryn Acton, 5'8 senior, 11.5 points, 5 rebounds, 2.5 assists. The other forward, Natalie Smith, 5'8 sophomore, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 1.5 assists. The guards, Ashlyn Devine, 5'6 senior, 9 points, 4.5 rebounds, 2 assists. Ash feeling a little bit better. She was concussed in the ADM game and then played the other night, kind of took a shot to the head a little bit accidentally and was not able to play very much the other night, but feeling much better today is the report that we have got. So Ash is in there. The other guards, McKenna Olson, 5'5 sophomore, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 1.5 assists. And Macy Olson. Macy gets the start tonight. Olivia Young is ill. And Macy, a 5'5 sophomore, 1 point, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. Matt Young in his second season, assisted by Mariah Criswell and Ben Steckline. Our officials tonight, Eric Gilson, Richard Foster Jr., and Tim Van Lowe. Starting lineups being introduced to the crowd here. Bryn Acton also, we should mention, Matt talked about that a little bit. Bryn not 100% tonight either, Steve, but she was able to make a half day of schoolwork, and she's out there.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you join us? Please rise if you are able. Gentlemen,
and now before we continue on here, we will pause and honor America with the playing of our national anthem. competition gym here at Winterset High School. So Jack Keller, have you, Jack, I assume you've purchased my Christmas gift and you have all that, have it wrapped and ready to go? Ha, ha, ha.
I do not. That's for sure.
I don't even think he's got mine bought yet.
Well, Steve, is Amy in charge of most of the shopping, or do you do that together?
No, Amy does it all. I'm not going to lie to you.
All right. Our opening tip-off presented by Jones Creek Apparel. Jones Creek Apparel, the official apparel supplier for the W Digital Network and Husky Talk Live. And the tap controlled. Rowetter gets it to Aiden, and Carroll on the attack. Winterset in the zone. They tried to go underneath that time, did Chloe Cook, and she threw it away trying to hit Tigran. And out of bounds, it will be Husky basketball, and Carroll comes out. Steve, no surprise on a 1-2-2 full court press.
You bet. It only makes sense. Until they can handle it, they're going to put it on us.
And you heard Matt Young talk about it in the pregame chat there, Jack, that they have spent some time working on that this week.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a key to this game and the rest of the year. It's really been troubling them all year long, and it's something that if they can figure that out, I think their offense can run really well.
All right, well, we getting some clock issues taken care of here, and Ashlyn Devine will play it in underneath. And the Huskies go to work in backcourt. Here's McKenna down the floor to Bryn Acton. Bryn, left side to McKenna Olsen. Open for three. Good! That's a Suds and Pups three. That's how you break the press.
That's a good first possession.
A Suds and Pups three-pointer from McKenna Olsen. And now here's a near steal by Devine. The ball goes out of bounds at the other end. It'll be Husky basketball. Treat your pet to some TLC and get your laundry done at the same time at Suds and Pups, located at 215 North 1st Avenue. Huskies lead 3-0. Macy Olsen, right side to McKenna. In the lane, running jumper, up no good. And they tie it up. Natalie Smith ties up Chloe Cook that time. And the Huskies will have it on the alternate possession.
McKenna just looks way more confident tonight than she has in the past, it looks like to me.
She had a really good game as a year ago against Carroll. 15 points in that win up at Carroll. Here's a give and go. Acton down the lane. Nice feed from Natalie Smith, and it's 5-0.
Winterset comes out in their own little press here.
Here's a three-pointer on the way by Allie Cook. No good, but her sister Chloe gets the rebound down the lane. Shot is up, forcing it in there. Allie Cook that time, and traffic got it in the basket. Here's Devine against the pressure. Over the timeline to McKenna Olsen. McKenna double team. Ball knocked away and stolen by Tigran. Here's Aiden. Spins down the lane. Flips it up. No good. Offensive rebound and basket in there by Olivia Rowetter. And you can see Carroll pounding the glass with that size, Steve.
Yeah, we just didn't get a body on him that time.
And I'm trying to see who they got the foul on. I think it's on Natalie Smith. As Rowetter makes the free throw. Carroll comes in there. They've 51% from the free throw line this year. 36 for 70 to start the night. Huskies beat the press again. And a three-pointer in the corner from Natalie Smith. Rims in and out, no good. And Carroll has it. The game is tied here. 6:10 to go, opening quarter. Allie Cook off a screen, down the lane, running jumper, good.
That's a tough shot.
She made it look easy though, didn't she?
Yep.
Here's Devine, Macy Olsen, pass deflected, and saved by Ashlyn Devine, but it's going to be a good timeout by Matt Young, because it was going to be they were 1 second away from a 10-second count in backcourt.
Good timeout by Coach Young there.
Timeout.
So a 30-second timeout by the Huskies here. And every time we get some quickie stats, they're Straight Shots Golf quickie stats. If you're trying to improve your golf game, check out the Straight Shots Golf Simulator located at 215 North 1st Avenue. Go to straightshotgolf.com to reserve your spot today. Jack, what are you seeing early here?
Yeah, just 2 minutes into this game, but Carroll already has 2 offensive rebounds here to start, and that's kind of what we talked about with the size. It could be an issue here.
Huskies inbound. Here's Devine in backcourt. Ash gets it over the timeline, working against Aiden. Carroll in a man-to-man here. Ash with the left-hand dribble in the corner to Macy Olson. Macy baseline, running jumpers, no good. Aiden tracks down the rebound for the Tigers. Gets it out to Rowetter. Left side, Allie Cook goes baseline. Back to Chloe Cook in the lane. She goes up and in and fouled. The basket counts.
That height is really kind of bothering us a little bit.
McKenna Olson got the foul. Free throw is up and no good. And Natalie Smith with the rebound for the Huskies. Huskies trail 9-5. Shot in the lane, blocked, and a jump ball is called. So yeah, that size for Carroll, and they not only are they big, Steve, but they're athletic.
Yeah, and they're aggressive. I mean, that's huge.
Huskies try to pressure a little bit, but Tigers get it over the timeline. Here's Aiden, picks up her dribble, now gets it in the hands of Chloe Cook on the baseline, knocked away, but Rowetter gets it, and bothered by Devine and Acton, and Bryn knocks it out of bounds. And the Tigers will inbound underneath their own basket here with 15 to shoot. Carroll currently on a 9-0 run. They turn it over on the inbounds. The pass from Allie Cook for Caitlin Aiden did not connect. Winterset scored the first 5, but Carroll's come back with 9 in a row here. Huskies need a basket. Devine in backcourt. Tried to lob over the pressure, stolen away, and laying it in is Allie Cook. And it's 11-5. Devine in backcourt. Ash having trouble. It knocked away and stolen by Cook. Here's Aiden underneath to Tigran. No good. Got her shot back and missed it. And then Natalie Smith is tied up by Rowetter. And it's a held ball, and it'll be Winterset basketball. One thing we're trying to do, Steve, we're trying to throw over taller people, and that is problematic.
Yep, and the east and west stuff going, you know.
Here's McKenna in backcourt to Devine. Ash in trouble, gets it over the McKenna Olson. Tried to throw over the top of Rowetter and stolen by Tigran. 11-5, Carroll leads here. 4 minutes to go, opening quarter. Here's Allie Cook, three-point arc out front to Rowetter. Left side Tigran. Aiden in the corner for 3, no good. But offensive rebound in there by Chloe Cook. Missed it, got it back, and fouled, and she'll come to the free throw line. And I think they got Ash for that foul. That's her first. Man, boy, the Koch sisters, they pound the glass, don't they?
They do. And we just got to get a body on them and push them out of the lane. I mean, box out, that would help a lot.
Chloe Cook just 4 for 13 from the free throw line coming into tonight. She's 1 for 2 here, and it's 12-5. And Abby Hofing is checked in for Bryn Acton. 13-5. Carroll has run off 13 unanswered, and now McKenna Olson trying to hit Macy and threw it behind her out of bounds. You talk about east and west. Yep. We got to go north and south.
You pick up your dribble right there. That's dead. Kind of dead.
You're in
ball.
Trouble.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
But I like what you said earlier, Steve. We got to go north and south with passing the basketball if we can.
And once you get it past the timeline, get it in the middle of the court and let it all settle out.
Here's Aiden out front for 3, no good. Long rebound. And Analea Ayala with it for Carroll, but she lost it. They go the other way, and McKenna Olsen's knocked down. And Ayala's going to get the foul.
Going back to that, Todd, Carroll just wants to create chaos. That's what they're trying to do, and Winterset can't succumb to that. They have to run their offense.
We haven't gotten into our offense much here lately. Here's McKenna, picks up the dribble in trouble, but gets it to Macy. Three-point arc right side. Macy Olsen spins, goes baseline, put it up there, no good, but drew the foul. Nice move by Macy right there.
I like the tack of the hoop there. We need to get some of these taller girls in foul trouble a little bit.
Jersey Spore, a 5'8 junior, is checked in for Carroll. Here's Macy at the line. Free throw is good. And that stops a 13-0 run by Carroll. Second one is up and no good. And Allie Cook with the rebound for the Tigers. Down the floor they go. Ayala out to Chloe Cook. Top of the circle, Aiden. Leaves it Ayala. And here's a nice feed from the right elbow to underneath. Chloe Cook to Allie Cook. Allie Cook has 8. It's 15-6. McKenna Olsen in backcourt. Has to hurry to get it over the timeline. In the corner to Macy. Underneath to Natalie. Up in traffic. No good. Out of bounds. And it's off of Carroll. Huskies will inbound underneath their own basket. 2:37 to go. Bryn Acton is back in. And she's in for Macy Olsen. So first time we've seen 3 posts out there, but we need it with the size. Got Hofing, Smith, and Acton all on the floor here at the same time. Here's Abby, right side to McKenna. Three-pointer is up and no good. And the rebound in the hands of Spore for Carroll. Allie Cook out on the left elbow to Chloe Cook. In the lane, spins, kicks it right side to Aiden, goes down the lane, or down the baseline, and lays it in. Nice move. 17-6.
She's got a quick first step.
Devine gets it over the timeline to Acton. Pass down intended for Smith, knocked away there by Ayala, and Chloe Cook comes out of there with it. I don't even want to know how many turnovers Jack Keller's going to tell me we've committed here so far.
6.
6?
Yep.
Seems more than that, Steve, but, ball deflected out of bounds. Carroll will keep it underneath. Macy Olsen back in for Abby Hofey.
I'd be curious, and I don't know if Jack has this at some point, but how many second chance points they've gotten.
Tigers inbound. Here's Rowetter. Aiden back to Rowetter in the lane. Crossover move back to Aiden. A 3 in the corner. Good. Caitlin Aiden makes it 20-6. Here's McKinnon. Backcourt to Devine. Ash double team.
Good job.
Over the timeline. Gets it to Macy Olsen. Macy in the corner to Acton. Bryn goes baseline. Reverses and scores.
Good move.
And it's 20-8. Minute to go here in the quarter number 1. Ayala left side gets it in the hands of Tigran. Right side to Aiden against the Winterset zone. Out front to Ayala. Back to Spore between the rings to Aiden. 15 to shoot. 10 to shoot. 42 seconds to go on the clock here in quarter number 1. Underneath, here's Rowetter in traffic, up and good. 22-8. Macy Olsen gets it over the timeline to McKenna. McKenna to Bryn Acton. Dribbles in on the left baseline, and Bryn with another nice basket. She has 6. She had 15 the other night against North Polk and had some nice moves in that game. Final 10 seconds here, 22-10. Carroll can play for one. Here's Ayala. Right side to Aiden. 1 second. Three-pointer out front is in and out, no good. And the first quarter is history here. But after a 5-0 start by Winterset, Carroll outscores Winterset 22-5, and they lead 22-10 after the first 8 minutes of this one. We'll return. This is Husky basketball on the W Digital Network. Whether you're buying or selling in the real estate world these days, you need someone you can trust. RE/MAX Precision agent Jamie Atkins can be that trusted advisor for you. From Des Moines to Winterset and everything in between, Jamie knows the area well. Jamie works hard for her clients, always having their best interests at heart, with the goal to make sure they have the best experience. Give Jamie Atkins a call at 515-705-9994. Farmers and Merchant State Bank first half. We get ready for second quarter action here as Carroll leads 22-10. Let's get a straight shots golf quickie stat from Mr. Jack Keller.
Yeah, Winterset has allowed 6 offensive rebounds, and like I said earlier, they also have those 6 turnovers. So, I mean, Winterset just kind of looks outmatched so far, and they need to change something up here, and I think this press break just really isn't working. Like Steve said, they're trying to go too much east to west, where I think a lot of times they have someone open past half court if they look up and try to get it to them.
But, Steve, like you and I talked about, it's hard to pass over the top of taller people.
Oh, yeah, you get it. Fake a pass, make a pass. Coach Anker used to tell us, Jack, that all the time. So
here's Allie Cook, baseline, gets it in the lane to Rowetter. Down the lane, her shot's blocked in there by Acton. Devine out of there with it. Here's Macy Olson. Left side to Acton. Bryn, baseline, tripped as she went down the baseline. Lost the ball, no call. Carroll Tigers come out of there with it. Here's Ayala. Out front to Allie Cook. Between the rings to Spoor. Back to Allie Cook. Devine knocked the ball away from a moment, but Ayala comes up with it for Carroll. Here's a three-pointer by Cook from a long ways away. It's an air ball. Chloe Cook tried to save it, but she did to Bryn Acton. Here's Bryn. Down the lane, McKenna Olson. McKenna back out to Devine. Ash in the lane she goes. Running jumper, good. Hung on the front of the rim for a minute. We got a bounce, Steve, and it went in.
Had a little English on it.
22-12. Ayala being pressured and stolen by Devine. Here's Macy all the way up, good. Huskies do a little pressure of their own.
Taste their medicine. And I'll tell you one thing, Natalie Smith did a good job boxing out down here, but they have not been doing that. The shot goes up, I watch all the girls, they just watch the ball. They don't find a body to put a body on them, and that's where they're losing out on those rebounds.
Katie Cook wants a 30-second timeout to settle her team down. Winterset with a good start to this second quarter. They've scored 4 unanswered, and it's an 8-point game, 22-14. Huskies have 6 from Acton. McKenna Olson has a 3-pointer. Macy Olson with 3 points. Ashlyn Devine with 2. Allie Cook leads Carroll with 8. Caitlin Aiden has 5. Olivia Rowetter with 5. And Chloe Cook with 4. After the timeout, Carroll with the basketball. Here's Spoor out front to Rowetter. Gets it to Allie Cook. Chloe Cook at the left elbow. Tries to spin. Leaves it baseline to Rowetter. Cut off by Acton. Gets it to Spoor. Out front. Knocked away and stolen by McKenna Olson. And then McKenna has it poked away from her. She goes down the floor from Allie Cook. But, hey, isn't that 3 steals in a row we've had there? Maybe 2, Jack? 3?
I guess something like that. I mean, the ball pressure is working better on defense for them because when they get shots up, they just get the rebounds anyways.
Here's Macy Olson out front to McKenna. Fake the 3. Now goes down the lane. Bumped as she went in. No call. Missed the shot. Allie Cook with the rebound. And then a blocking foul is called on Ashlyn Devine as she tried to take a charge on Caitlin Aiden that time. And that's 2 on Ash.
We're going to get the young
Seidler up here. She a tough kid, isn't she, huh?
She is, yeah. It's good. This is going to be good for Claire, getting some extended minutes for her. It just helps our program in the future.
So Claire Seidler, the 5'7" sophomore, is in. Bella Lou is in for Carroll. Here's Chloe Cook down the lane, missed the shot. Macy Olson with a rebound. Macy down the floor with it. Picks up the dribble underneath. Great feed to Natalie Smith, but had her shot blocked from behind by Chloe Cook. What a recovery by Chloe Cook. Here's Allie Cook, top of the circle. Left side to Aiden. Dribbles to the left elbow. Back to Allie Cook out front for three. No good, but Aiden runs down the offensive rebound for the Tigers. Lou to Aiden in the corner for three. Good.
And she came from the top of the key. Nobody put a body on her at all. And she got that rebound.
Well, I know Jack doesn't have time to compute. Here's a steal by Aiden. Took it away from McKenna Olson. Feeds Tigran. She missed the shot, got her own rebound, and put it back in for two. 27-14. Natalie Smith gets it over the timeline to Acton. Bryn. Baseline, nice move. Scoop shot, got around the defender and laid it in.
Nice move by Acton. She doesn't look to be sick, does she?
No, she not 100%. That's what I was told. But she is playing well. Here's Chloe Cook, free throw line, jump shot, no good. Claire Seidler with a rebound. Here's Natalie Smith against Chloe Cook. And Natalie took it right to her, missed the shot. Chloe Cook blocked it, but she got the foul. And that'll be her first. I was starting to say, Jack does an incredible job with those stats over there, but he doesn't have time to compute second chance points. But I would say that is not going in our favor tonight.
No,
at all.
Not at all. I mean, there was a free 3 points we just gave them off of second chance points.
30-second timeout called here. 4:20 to go here in the first half. Well, coming up at halftime, we'll recap our Roush Collision and Restoration first half individual scoring. We'll review our Michaels computer repair first half statistics. And we'll select our Edward Jones, Whitney Messersmith first half MVP. Plus, Steve, Jack, and I will review the first 16 minutes of this game and get you ready for second half action. That's all a part of our Madison County Realty halftime report. And our special guest from Best Buddies is coming in between games. Steve, is that the plan?
Yeah, Miss Journey O'Neill will be. We'll interview her. She's with Best Buddies here in Winterset.
Natalie Smith at the line. Natalie makes the free throw. Natalie 63%er on the year, 16 for 25. Second one is up and good. She got them both. And it's a 10-point game, a 9-point game, 27-18. Here's a near steal by McKenna Olson, but Rowetter gets it back. Aiden against the zone. Right elbow to Chloe Cook, and then hits a cutting Sophia Tigran down the lane, who banks it in for her fourth point. Here's McKenna Olson to Macy Olson. Macy between the rings, guarded by Tigran. Left-hand dribble down the lane, forces it up, no good, but drew the foul. And give the kids credit here, Steve. They are attacking these bigger kids and trying to get some foul calls.
Yeah, and I think that's only the second team foul for them. So,
but it is 2 on Chloe Cook.
That's big.
Macy at the line. Macy misses the first free throw. Macy started the night 3 for 7 from the line. Second one is up and good. That rattled around and went in. Mace has 4 points. 29-18. Claire Seidler back in the game. Here's Tigran. Underneath. Gets it to Chloe Cook. And then we have a foul called, as I think McKenna was trying to knock the ball away from her. It didn't look like much of a foul, Steve, but
it didn't. But when you do it right in front of the official, they're going to call it, I think.
That's 2 on McKenna. Each team with 2 fouls here in this second quarter. Errant pass by the Tigers on the inbound that was Chloe Cook tried to save in front of the scorer's table, could not.
And these fouls are going to add up. We're not a very deep team, so.
Well, Ashland has 2, and McKenna has 2 here. Allie Cook back in the game. Here's Acton. Cross-court pass gets it to Seidler. Underneath Natalie Smith. Crossover move, and up and no good, and then trying to get the rebound. Fouls Allie Cook. Now, to me, it looked like Natalie got bumped on the shot, and then she tries to get the rebound and bumps into the, I don't know. And that's all I know is that's 2 on Natalie Smith.
Yep.
Here's Aiden out front. Left side gets it to Ayala, to Aiden. 3-point arc. Now between the rings to Ayala. Right side to Spoor. Here's Allie Cook looking inside to Rowetter. Now she'll cast up a 3. No good. Long rebound controlled by the Carroll Tigers. Aiden at the free throw line. Jump shot no good. Rowetter tried to get the rebound and did. And then the Tigers, and then Winterset came up with it, but lost it in the corner, and Carroll gets it back. Here's a drive by Aiden down the lane, no good. Tried to throw it to Allie Cook there. They didn't connect. And Ashlyn Devine is back in the game, Steve, with those 2 fouls.
Yeah, hopefully we can keep her out of foul trouble for the next 2 minutes and 29 seconds.
Huskies trail by 10, 29-19. Here's McKenna Olsen out front. McKenna down the lane, leaves it for Devine, and Ash lays it in. Good work right there by McKenna Olsen. And Ash has 4 points. It's an 8-point game, 29-21. Here's Aiden. Gets it to Allie Cook. Free throw line to Rowetter. Right side to Aiden for 3. That's off the mark. Macy Olsen with a rebound. Bryn Acton over the timeline to McKenna Olsen. Carroll playing a 2-3 zone. Here's McKenna, dribbles in, had her shot rejected in there, and Rowetter with the rebound. McKenna went down in a pile after that shot was blocked. Here's Spoor. Out front to Aiden. Minute 35 to go here first half. Free throw line to Rowetter. Right side, Allie Cook. Baseline cut off and out of bounds. It will belong to the Huskies. Good defense by Bryn Acton.
Good defense. I thought they were actually going to call Bryn for a foul, to be honest with you, so I'm glad it went the other way.
And Winterset again, guys, with a chance to make it a 6-point game here with a basket.
We talk about this time all the time, trying to get over that hump. I think here's one of those humps.
And McKenna turns it over against a double team. Down the lane, Spoor lost it, and then looked like she took a stroll, but a foul was called instead. And the foul is on McKenna Olsen, and that's trouble because that's 3 on McKenna.
Yeah, that could be a big problem tonight. Without Olivia Young, that guard depth could get pretty slim.
That'll mean some big minutes from Claire Seidler. Here's Rowetter, got the pass on the inbounds underneath, had her defender screened off really well and got an easy basket.
Yeah, they use their bodies pretty well underneath that basket for sure.
31-21. Natalie Smith with a 3-point arc right side. Holds it above her head, now puts it on the floor, looking for help. Still looking and fouled. And they got, I believe, Analea Ayala. That is her second, and that's the 3rd foul on Carroll here in the second quarter. Huskies inbound. Here's Macy Olsen, baseline. Gets it to Claire Seidler. Claire lost it, gets it back. Here's Devine. Ash, baseline, right side to Macy Olsen in the corner. And fouled there by Allie Cook. And that'll be her first. Both teams with 14 fouls here in this second quarter.
It's a tough spot to be in that corner by yourself without any kind of outlet to get the ball out, for sure.
Like a deserted island over there, isn't it?
Yep.
Here's Ashlyn Devine off the inbounds. Ash down the lane, puts it up with the left hand, no good. Rowetter with the rebound for Carroll. And with 28 seconds to go here, Katie Cook says, let's play for one. And they pass it, play catch out between the rings here with 15 seconds. Huskies matching up in a man-to-man. Seidler is on Aiden. Here's a three-pointer by Spoor in the corner, no good. Rebound Devine, 5 seconds. Ash, right side to Seidler. Claire put up the shot, no good. And that's how the first half will end here, with the Carroll Tigers owning a 10-point advantage on Winterset by the score of 31-21. Our Madison County Realty halftime report is coming up. You keep it right here. This is Husky basketball on the W Digital Network. When the unexpected happens to your home, whether it's damage from smoke, water, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole. Our extensively trained team, state-of-the-art equipment, and rapid response times mean we can get your life back on track fast. And everything we do is backed by the Done Right promise. It's not done until it's done right. Reach out to Rainbow Restoration in Winterset anytime, 24/7 at 515-462-4350. Pizza Ranch in Winterset promises you a legendary experience. You'll find a buffet full of your favorite pizzas, the country's best chicken, and fresh fixins. Or just come for dessert. Their famous cactus bread always hits the spot. Their party rooms seat 50 and 90 people and are the perfect spot for your next family gathering or fundraising event. Craving a night in? Pizza Ranch delivers. Order online or call 515-493-1223. Open Monday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. The Pizza Ranch at 1009 John Wayne Drive. Jones Creek Apparel at 124 West Jefferson Street offers graphics and logo design, screen printing, embroidery, direct-to-film, and promotional products. Proud supporters of Winterset Athletics, they're happy to work with any organization or individual, no matter how small or large the order. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday, 9 a.m. to noon. Give them a call at 515-462-4132 or visit their website, jonescreekapparel.com. Jones Creek Apparel, they come to work every day to inspire those that inspire others. Welcome back here to the competition gym here at Winterset. We are at halftime. Our score, Carroll leads Winterset 31-21, and this is the Madison County Realty halftime report. Let Alyssa Tadlock and Madison County Realty help you find the home of your dreams. Call 515-313-1443. Well, let's take a look at our first half individual scoring presented by Roush Collision and Restoration. Quality repairs and customer satisfaction. That's what Roush Collision and Restoration is all about. Well, for Carroll in the first half, Caitlin Aiden with 8 first half points. She has a couple of threes. Allie Cook has really been a force inside for them. She has 4 baskets for 8 points. Olivia Rowetter has 7. Chloe Cook has 4. And Sophia Tigran has 4 points for the Tigers as well. For Winterset in the first half, Bryn Acton with 8 first half points. Ashlyn Devine, couple of baskets for 4. Macy Olson, a basket and a couple of free throws for 4. McKenna Olson has the only Suds and Pups three-pointer of the first half. And Natalie Smith with a couple of free throws for 2 points. Our first half team statistics are presented by Michael's Computer Repair. Computer problems affecting your livelihood? Well, give Michael a call at 515-493-6647. Mr. Jack Keller, what do you have, sir?
Yeah, Winterset shooting 8 of 19 in the first half compared to Carroll's 13 of 27. And why that's notable is because Carroll shot 8 more shots, and Winterset's just 1 of 3 from 3, so not a lot of shots there, and Carroll's 2 of 11. other things, the turnovers, Winterset has 10 and Carroll also has 9. So both of these teams are turning the ball over quite a bit. But the difference, Carroll has 9 steals and Winterset just has 3. So when Winterset's turning the ball over, a lot of times it leads to transition for Carroll. But when Carroll turns the ball over, most of the time they're throwing it out of bounds or something like that, where Winterset doesn't get the transition. So I think that the big thing here in this game is offensive rebounds. And I mean, right now Carroll has 9 offensive rebounds in the first half, and that's just that's the main reason why they're up by 10 in my opinion.
And just to build on that, I mean, that's why they're chucking all those 3-pointers, is because they have no fear of losing the ball. They've got all those bigs down there to get those rebounds, and then they'll get those rebounds. So I mean, when you have that nice little luxury to have down there, that's a plus.
Yeah, and like you guys were just talking about, those 9 offensive rebounds lead to second chance points, which are killing us as well. So it's been kind of a ragged game. We've forced them, Steve, Jack, we forced them into some, as Jack documented with the turnovers, we forced them into some mistakes tonight too. So.
But we go in spurts. I mean, like McKenna still, when she got in that passing lane and got that run out. I mean, that was great. But we kind of laid back on it. We need to keep that moving forward.
I agree. Well, it's a 10-point game here at halftime, 31-21. Carroll on top, and we'll have more of our Madison County Realty halftime report when we return. This is Husky basketball on the W Digital Network. Your computer is important to you. It's hard to survive without it. And when I have computer problems, I go to Michael's Computer Repair, located at 67 East Jefferson on the historic Winterset Square. Michael can clean up and tune up your computer, or if you're in the market for a new device, nice, clean, used computers are available for purchase at very reasonable prices. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Give Michael a call at 515-493-6647. Madison County Realty's Alyssa Tadlock is your local agent, ready to find you the home of your dreams. A Winterset native, nobody knows Winterset better than Alyssa, and she's ready to help you find the answers to all your real estate questions. Take a look around and you'll see why Madison County Realty is one of Central Iowa's largest real estate brokerages, specializing in Winterset and Madison County. Located at 65 East Jefferson on the historic Winterset Square, give Alyssa a call at 515-313-1443. Todd, Steve, and Jack back here with you at halftime of our girls' game, 31-21. Carroll on top. And it's time to select our Edward Jones Whitney's Messersmith first half MVP. Well, are you unsure what your ideal retirement might look like? Well, give Whitney Messersmith at Edward Jones a call at 515-468-6200. Well, I'm open to nominations. We kind of talked about it on the break, but Jack, you going with Bryn?
Yeah, I'd go with Bryn Acton. She has 8 points, a rebound, an assist, and a block. So she's not just scoring; she's also helping on the defensive end. And I think that, she's really the team's center. So she's she's had a lot of pressure put on her tonight just because of how big this Carroll lineup is. I think that she's been the team's MVP in the first half.
Steve, if we can get some north and south passing and maybe kick it out, and maybe McKenna or Macy or somebody we need somebody to get hot in this game.
Yeah, I don't know if you're talking about the press break or not, but
that's what I'm talking about.
McKenna does not need to be so tentative. She gets the ball past her in the middle of the court there on our side of the ball. She needs to drive it up towards the middle to make those guys convert on her. And then Bryn needs to go back and forth a little bit to help her out. And she could get, but she needs, the point of it is that McKenna needs to dribble the ball. She can't just stand there.
And she's got to be careful because she's got 3 fouls here at halftime as well. That is definitely an issue. And that wraps up our Madison County Realty halftime report. Let Alyssa Tadlock and Madison County Realty help you find the home of your dreams. Call 515-313-1443. Our Farmers and Merchant State Bank second half is coming up. You keep it right here. Husky basketball on the W Digital Network. Farmers and Merchants State Bank is your hometown bank with hometown pride, and they are quite proud of the Winterset Huskies. Farmers and Merchants State Bank is locally owned and operated, which means their heart is where it belongs, in your community. Their decisions are local, their concerns are local, and their priority is you, the customer, and the personalized service you receive. Give them a call or stop by one of their locations in Winterset, St. Charles, or Orient, or visit their website, www.fmstate.bank. Member FDIC, let's go Huskies. It's time for the Farmers and Merchants State Bank's second half. Your hometown bank with hometown pride, locally owned and operated, which means their heart is where it belongs, in your community. Check out their website, fmstate.bank. Let's go courtside for the Farmers and Merchants State Bank's second half. And the Huskies will have the basketball first to start the second half here. They trail by 10, 31-21. Todd Guestford, Steve Keller, and Jack Keller with you here tonight. Our last game before Christmas. And, after this is over, Todd needs to kind of maybe start working on his shopping a little bit. But like at your house, Kim takes care of it all pretty much at my house, Steve, like Amy does at your house.
Yep, and the Kellers will be on the road starting on probably on the 24th. So,
all right, well,
plan on going to the Hawkeye Bowl game in Nashville. So.
Hey, great.
Yeah,
great, yeah. You get pretty good seats?
We don't know yet. We haven't heard back from the University of Iowa yet. We purchased them, and they just wait for the seating.
Oh, okay.
So.
All right. Well, they play Missouri, I believe, right? That'll be a good football game.
Well, anytime you see a football game in Nashville, Tennessee at Titan Stadium is going to be a good day.
Absolutely. All right, well, Killers have that to look forward to. We hopefully have the second half of this game to look forward to. Winterset has it first. The Olsen twins are out there with Acton, Smith, and Devine. Pass for Natalie at the free throw line, deflected. Acton runs it down. Here's McKenna Olsen, dribbles in against Ayala. Back to Devine. 20 to shoot. Ash between the rings. Left side to Bryn Acton. Carroll, man-to-man defense here. 10 to shoot. Ash and Devine out between the rings here, looking for an opening. Here's Natalie Smith down the lane. Ball knocked away. Or no, she lost it, apparently. I thought maybe Chloe Cook knocked it out of bounds, but it's a turnover, and Carroll gets it.
That possession just kind of looked kind of miscombobulated a little bit.
Well, you can just see how their length is really spreading us out. We're a long ways from the basket a lot of the time in that possession. Here's Aiden out front, gets it to Tigran. They have Aiden, Tigran, Ayala, Rowetter, and Chloe Cook on the floor here to start the second half. 10 to shoot. Here's Ayala for three. No good. Good screen out by Natalie Smith, and then she's fouled by Caitlin Aiden.
That was a good box out by Natalie. Probably the best one I've seen all night, to be honest with you. So
Aiden thought she was going to get away with a steal there, but she came across the arm and hacked Natalie Smith.
Yep.
So Winterset on the attack here, down by 10. And what do we have? We have Ashlyn Devine picked up the dribble at half court. They were yelling at the scores table. I don't know.
I was a bit confused as well.
I don't know what Ash was doing there, but the official didn't penalize her for maybe a step or two that she might have taken without a dribble.
We did have some shot clock and clock issues before the games tonight. So
here's Devine in the lane, missed the shot. Rebound Tigran for Carroll. Aiden left side to Tigran, gets it to Chloe Cook. Free throw line to Rowetter. Left side to Tigran for three, no good. But Aiden took the rebound away from Acklin on the far side, and then Ashlyn Devine fouls Analea Ayala. And for Ash, that'll be her third. And man, fouls are really, and you talk about fouls here, Winterset's committed 8 fouls, but 3 people have committed them. I mean, you got Ash and McKenna with 3 and Natalie with 2. Allie Cook is in the game for Carroll. Aiden, right elbow to Chloe Cook against Acton. Takes it down the lane. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebound loose in the lane. Macy Olson out of there with it. After all this, it's still just a 10-point game. McKenna Olson dribbles in all the way, up and good.
Good drive by McKenna. She saw the hole in the defense. She got around him and got in there.
It's 31-23, 5:40 to go here, third quarter. Out front, Rowetter gets it to Tigran. Top of the circle to Allie Cook. Dribbles to the free throw line. Jump shot good.
She's money around that free throw line.
She knows what she's doing, doesn't she?
Yep.
She's got 10 points. 5'10 junior. And it's 33-23. Here's Acton. Bryn baseline. Nice feed from McKenna Olson, but couldn't make the shot. And the Tigers out of there with the rebound. Rowetter, top of the circle. Winterset in the 2-3 zone. Here's Allie Cook for 3. No good, but long rebound. And Aiden gets it for Carroll. And then Natalie Smith is called for her third foul, trying to get it away from Chloe Cook. And man, now we have 3 players with 3 fouls each.
And I can't fault Natalie for being aggressive there, but I probably would have just let her got that entry pass, the foul situation that she has, and just let her just body her up on the block there.
Natalie frustrated as she comes off the floor here. Abby Hofing checks back in for the Huskies. Ayala trying to get it in. Out front, gets it to Chloe Cook. Back to Ayala, baseline. Blocked in there by Macy Olson. And the rebound, Devine. Here's Acton. Bryn down the lane. Flips it up, no good, but drew the foul. And that is 3 on Chloe Cook.
Shooting foul, whistle on Tigers, number 30, Chloe Cook, third personal, 17 foul.
So Bryn Acton at the free throw line here. Free throw is up and good.
And these free throws are going to be pretty important by the end of the game, I think.
Bryn comes in, a 77% free throw shooter. She's now 11 for 14 on the year. Trying to make it an 8-point game. Second one is up, good. Looked good on both of them. She has 10. And the Huskies trail by 8, 33-25. Now we got to get some stops. Here's Spoor, 3-point arc left side to Allie Cook. Underneath the Rowetter, her fadeaway jump shot against Hofing is no good. Out of bounds, it's off of Macy Olson. Macy says, how can it be off of me? Caitlin Aiden was above me, tapping the basketball.
I think she has a valid point.
Yeah. They inbound. Here's Allie Cook in the lane. Jump shot up and no good, and fouled in there, I think, by Abby Hofing. And that will be Abby's first. And Allie Cook, who is 6 for 10 from the free throw line this year, will be at the charity stripe. First one is good. She has kind of a line drive shot, Steve, but it goes in, doesn't it?
It looks good. It's got good backspin on it for sure.
Second one is up, good. Allie Cook has a dozen. And it's back to a 10-point game at 35-25. McKenna Olson picks up her dribble at half court. Here's Acton, great feed to Hofing, and Abby lays it in. Boy, how did Bryn find her?
Yeah, that was a nice quick decision by Bryn. Way to finish it by Hofing.
Abby with her first basket, 35-27, and now Ayala, working against Devine on the far side, is called for a travel. So Winterset can make it a 6-point game here with a basket. Here's Devine at way out between the rings, guarded by Aiden. Ash picks up the dribble, needs help, gets it to Acton. Bryn, top of the circle, guarded by Allie Cook, hands it off to McKenna Olson. McKenna in the corner to Macy. Macy baseline, jump shot no good. Or was that a pass to Devine? I'm not sure. Ash missed the shot, however, and the Tigers come out of there with it. We'll call that a pass, Steve.
That works for me.
Here's Spoor up between the rings to Ayala, left side to Jersey Spoor. Caitlin Aiden back to Spoor, three-point arc left side. Huskies trying to trap on the sides of their 2-3 zone here. Here's Spoor for three, short, rebound McKenna Olsen. Winterset doing a much better job cleaning up the defensive glass here too, Steve.
I was just going to say, I've been keeping track of offensive rebounds, and they've got a couple offensive rebounds Carroll has, but they have not been able to capitalize on them.
Here's McKenna Olsen with a nice move down the lane, fouled as she went in. And who did they get? They got Allie Cook. That'll be her second. McKenna Olsen, 5 for 10 on the year from the line. Free throw is up and too hard, no good. I mentioned Huskies came in tonight hovering just under 60% free throw shooting team. As McKenna gets 1 out of 2, she has 6. And it is a 7-point game, 35-28, 2:49 to go here, third quarter. Ayala, right side, gets it to Aiden. Right elbow to Rowetter, back to Allie Cook. Left side to Spoor. Out to Aiden. Rowetter to a cutting Ayala in the lane. Knocked away by Macy Olsen, stolen by Acton. Here's Devine. Out to Macy for three. No good. Well, that would have been a big shot right there had she made it. But she did not, and Carroll gets the rebound. We're still waiting for Macy to bust through with a three here, Steve. We know she can make them.
Yep.
Here's Rowetter. Fadeaway jump shot in the lane is good by Olivia Rowetter. She has 9 points. That was a big possession right there. 4 or 5 point turnaround. And it's a 9-point game, 37-28. Here's Macy for three in the corner. Too hard, no good. And then a foul is called on Ashlyn Devine. She was trying to, or no, they called it on Abby Hofing. She apparently got a piece of Allie Cook that time.
Well, this is a big, with Allie Cook going out, this is where we kind of need to take care of business.
As Sophia Tigran, 5'10" senior, checks back in. They just trade 5'10s for 5'10s or 6 foot, Steve. No big deal.
Yeah, but Allie Cook's a different animal out there. She looks just bigger than the rest.
Here's Ayala. Out between the rings to Aiden. Minute 32 to go here in the third quarter. Steal by Claire Seidler. Knocked it away. Huskies get it. Good job by the sophomore. Here's Bryn Acton. Baseline against Rowetter, looking for help. Swings it out and threw it away. Tried to get it to Macy Olsen, and that'll give it back to Carroll. Another empty possession, Steve.
Yeah, another one. We just can't get over that hump. We get down to about 6, and we just can't crease that at all.
Natalie Smith back in with those 3 fouls. Here's Ayala, gets over the timeline for the Tigers. Guarded by Claire Seidler. In the corner, they get it to Chloe Cook, who's checked back in. Out front, here's Aiden to Spoor. Left side, Ayala for 3. No good. And a foul called on Chloe Cook. What a block out by Abby Hofing.
That's what we've been missing all game. Natalie Smith and Hofing did an excellent job there. I mean,
foul on the Tigers number 3, Chloe Cook. 4th personal, 4th team foul.
I mean, she was pushing her out of that lane. That was a good job.
I thought they gave that foul to Chloe Cook, and if they did, Jack, I have her for 4 fouls. What do you have?
Yeah, they did. She has 4.
Well, they didn't. They don't have it up on the board, but
yeah, she's out, isn't she? They took her out.
Well, I was talking about they usually put it up there on the player foul thing, but anyway, Winterset has it. Chance to make it a 7-point game or a 6-point game here with a 3. Here's McKenna. Claire Seidler, right side to Acton. 15 to shoot. Bryn picks up the dribble and fouled by Rowetter. And Carroll's been doing a lot of reaching, and the officials are starting to call that, Steve. That's a good thing.
Yeah, steals and tips and deflections aren't coming as easy as they have been in the first half. So now they're trying to extend that a little bit.
Bryn Acton at the free throw line. Bryn makes the free throw. She has 11. It's 37-29. 34.6 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Second free throw is no good, however, and Rowetter with the rebound for Carroll. They can hold for one. Here's Aiden, guarded by Seidler. Picks up the dribble out front, hands it off to Spoor. Pass for Ayala goes through her hands, but she runs it down. Claire Seidler almost got a steal. Now Macy Olson does, and she lays it in. Big basket here as time rolling off in the third quarter, and Rowetter's shot is short, no good, and Winterset has crawled back into it even more, 37-31 after 3 quarters of play here. We'll return. Husky basketball on the W Digital Network.
Is your puppy or furry friend in need of a little TLC? Bring them on down to Suds and Pups for a complete spa treatment in the state-of-the-art pet wash. Located next to Straight Shots Golf Simulator at 215 North 1st Avenue in Winterset. And don't forget that attached to the dog wash is Winterset's newest laundromat. Open from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Stop by today.
Welcome back to the Farmers and Merchant State Bank second half. It's a 6-point game, gentlemen, 37-31. Let's get a Straight Shots Golf quickie stat from Jack Keller.
Yeah, one of the big issues in the first half was turnovers and offensive rebounds. But Winterset turned it over just 2 times and only gave up 2 offensive rebounds there in that third quarter, and that's really the main reason that they won that quarter by 4 points.
Fundamental basketball there, Steve.
Yep.
How do you block out against a taller player? And like you said, Abby and Natalie and Bryn putting on a clinic down there with that.
I think they can show us how to do it. I think they'll continue to do it here in the fourth quarter because that's going to be important.
Carroll Tigers will have the basketball here to start the fourth quarter. They have Bella Lou in the game, a 5'7" sophomore, along with Aiden, Allie Cook, Jersey Spoor, and Sophia Tigran. Here's Aiden out front. She'll put up a 3, no good. Rebound battled for in the lane, and a tie-up in there. Good job by McKenna Olson to tie up Tigran, and the Huskies will get it on the alternate possession. So that is what you would call a defensive stop, right?
You bet, you bet.
Huskies have Devine, McKenna Olson, Macy Olson, Natalie Smith, and Bryn Acton out there. Ash with it. Dribbles out front. Looks for help. Left side McKenna. McKenna thought about the 3 and decided not. Now goes to Natalie Smith, left elbow. Natalie dribbles in against Lou. Crossover move, up and no good. And the rebound in there by Spoor. She did everything except make the shot there, Steve.
Yep. Nice little moves. Just didn't get it. Just weird angle.
Here's Lou. Pass out front, nearly stolen by Devine, but the Tigers get it back. Aiden. To Spoor, underneath to Allie Cook. Her jump shot is up and good. Nice little bank shot in there.
You let her get it down there on the block, it's game over.
Here's Acton. Bryn the other way. Up and no good, and drew a foul from Allie Cook, and that is 3 on her. And Bryn will go back to the free throw line here. It's 39-31.
First team foul. Bryn Acton at the line.
Bryn's first free throw is up and good.
Allie Cook has 3 fouls too, so.
What's that, Steve?
Allie Cook has 3 fouls, so that's something to keep an eye on.
Right, and her sister Chloe has 4. Ayala back in the game for Carroll. And Olivia Rowetter back in as well. Here's Acton at the line. Second free throw is good. Bryn is 5 for 6 from the line tonight. She has 13. It's a 6-point game. 39-33. Aiden Right side gets it to Tigran. Acton and Devine trying to double team in the corner, and a foul is called over there. Ash was going for the steal, and she may have just picked up her fourth foul. I know she's trying to be aggressive, but you got to be careful when you do that, especially when you're coming down trying to do it.
Yep, right in front of the official too. You just got to be a little more sneaky about it.
So Ash has to take a seat on the bench with 4 fouls. Claire Seidler, the sophomore, is in. Here's a jump shot by Allie Cook at the free throw line, no good. And the rebound to Acton. Bryn down the lane, Natalie Smith. A big collision in there with Rowetter. No call, ball knocked away. Carroll comes out of there with it. Man, isn't that a block or charge there, Steve?
He's hitting the floor.
Yeah. Where I come from it is, here's Allie Cook down the lane, and her shot was blocked, and then a late call by the trail official on the far side. And 4 fouls on Natalie Smith. So Winterset is in massive foul trouble here. Ashlyn Devine with 4, Natalie Smith with 4. McKenna Olsen's been playing quite a while with 3 fouls. Abby Hofing comes in for Natalie Smith. Allie Cook will be at the line here. She's 2 for 2 on the night. Free throw is no good. And a foul is called. Did she make the first? Did she make the first one or miss the first one, Jack?
She missed it.
She missed them both, right?
Yep.
Okay, I thought so, but I was paying attention to something here on my score sheet and didn't see that. So, and then a foul is called on Tigran. So Winterset, after all that, can make it a 4-point game here with a basket. Here's McKenna Olsen, guarded by Aiden out front. Picks up the dribble, gets it to Abby Hofing. Abby, 3-point arc left side. Claire Seidler. Claire to Bryn Acton. Bryn thought about the 3. Now down the lane, forces it up, no good, and drew the foul. And that's 4 on Allie Cook. So both the Cook sisters, Steve. So Carroll's in a little bit of massive foul trouble too, aren't they?
You bet. And if I was Coach Young, I'd tell her exactly to do it. Let's take it at Cook and see if we can't get her to draw these fouls.
Devine at the line, or excuse me, Acton at the line, and Bryn makes the free throw. She is 6 for 7.
I think the Huskies will probably take it at Allie Cook
I
the
would.
next time. Yep.
Second one is up, good. Bryn solid from the line tonight, 7 for 8. And timeout called here. Full timeout called by Matt Young. 4-point game, 39-35, 5:26 to go. We'll take a break. Husky basketball on the W Digital Network.
We're really excited to announce the addition of our tow truck. In addition to our rental cars, this is going to give us a unique ability to serve you better. We're going to have the ability to take the phone call from you stranded on the side of the highway after a deer hit or a collision, with the potential to load a rental car up on the back of our truck, deliver it to you on the side of the highway, get you back on your way to work or to home, load your accident vehicle up, bring it back to the shop where we can handle your claim process from there.
Well, it's a 4-point game, 39-35, 5:26 to go. Let's get a straight shots golf quickie stat from Jack Keller.
Yeah, we talked about really at the end of the first quarter that turnovers have killed this team, and it was something we talked about in the pregame. But so far, I said it at the end of the third quarter, but they still only have 2 turnovers here in the second half, and it's been a big reason why that they've been able to come back.
And Steve Keller, how long does Matt Young go with Natalie Smith and Ashlyn Devine both on the bench with 4 fouls? How long do you go?
I think they put her in with about 3 minutes left, 3.5 minutes left. That's my thought.
Carroll on the attack. Here's Aiden. Underneath, pass intended for Chloe Cook. Stolen away by Abby Hofing. Great play. Here's McKenna Olsen. Right side to Macy. 3-point arc. Out front to Acton. Huskies can make it a 2-point game with a basket here. Bryn Down the lane, puts it up, missed it. Rebound, Allie Cook for Carroll, and she was careful to keep her hands up and not foul with Allie Cook that time with those 4 fouls.
Good take by Bryn, though.
Here's Ayala. Allie Cook out between the rings. Right side to Ayala. Right elbow to Rowetter. Left side, Allie Cook. 15-footer, no good. And Chloe Cook, offensive rebound. Puts it up, no good. Got it back and put it in. And she did a lot of work over the top of Bryn Acton that time. No foul call, though. 41-35. Here's Bryn in backcourt having trouble. Gets it over the timeline to McKenna Olsen. McKenna picks up the dribble, needs help, gets it to Claire Seidler. Claire, cross court to Macy Olsen for 3. No good. Ball out of bounds. It's off of Allie Cook. Huskies will keep it. Macy getting some looks, just not quite finding the range. Once she hits one, though, Steve, look out.
Yeah, it just looks like she's rushing it just a touch, but she'll get it. She's a good shooter, really good shooter. I really like the energy Claire Seidler's bringing to the team as well. She's doing a really good job.
And Abby Hofing has given us some really good
100%.
Minutes here.
Here's
McKenna off a screen for a 3. No good. And the rebound, Aiden. Huskies only have one Suds and Pups 3-pointer in this game, and that was McKenna in that was the first basket of the game, was a 3.
Yeah, Winterset 1 of 8 from 3 so far.
Hey, I'm not tooting my own horn, but look what time it is and look who's coming in the game.
Well, you're just a prophet there, aren't you, huh? Here's a shot underneath by Allie Cook, and she's mad she didn't get a foul call and really went after Macy Olsen there and could have picked up her 5th foul, but the officials let it go. Here's Acton. Bryn knocked away and stolen by Allie Cook. 41-35, 3:15 to play.
Problem is we got to have a stoppage of clock before we...
Well, every possession now, guys, is really important. Yep. Here's Ayala. Her pass deflected by Hofing, and then out of bounds. Allie Cook tried to save it. Boy, Abby Hofing again with hands in the passing lane.
Yep, and I want to take note that we're 6 points down right now. We just can't get over that hump. 6 points is kind of the threshold where we just need to get over it.
Well, Matt Young putting Ashlyn Devine and Natalie Smith back in the game here with 4 fouls. Now Allie Cook comes out for Carroll for a moment. She has 4 fouls. Here's Devine. Gets it to Acton, and Bryn is fouled at half court by Rowetter. Or no, was it Spoor? They called it on jersey Spoor. 4 team fouls on Carroll, so 1 more, Steve, and we're in the bonus here.
And clock stops.
2:57 to go. Here's Devine. Ash out between the rings. Leaves it for McKenna Olsen. Back to Devine. Ash off a screen. 15-footer, no good, and the rebound in there to Chloe Cook for Carroll. And Aiden will walk it up the floor. She's in no hurry here. Her team up by 6 with 2:31 to go. And Katie Cook wants a timeout here. It's going to be a full timeout. Huskies down 6, 41-35. Will return. Husky basketball on the W Digital Network. Hold Our Youth Tight is a federally recognized 501c3 nonprofit organization that holds an annual triathlon-style fundraiser event to raise awareness about infant loss, give back to the community, and as a reminder to hold our youth tight, all in remembrance of our 2 little boys, Hoyt McDonald and Sullivan Hall, who left our world too soon. Formed in 2018, the annual summer fundraiser has grown by leaps and bounds, with all the money raised going back to the community with a focus on kids. For more information, go to holdouryouthtight.com. Welcome back to the Farmers and Merchants St. Bank second half. 2:31 to play here in our girls game. Carroll leads it 41-35. Winterset scored the first 5 points of this game, and then Carroll went on a 13-0 run, and they have not relinquished the lead, Steve Keller, since that time.
But we're still in the game. We're still 6 points down. We can't get over that threshold. but I hope we can do it this next position. Get a stop, get a, 2 or 3, it doesn't really matter. Just see the ball go in the hoop, and hopefully that'll generate something.
And Alea Ayala inbounds for Carroll. Gets it to Aiden. Back to Ayala out between the rings. Aiden, 15 to shoot. Guarded by Devine. Ash has got to be careful. She's got 4 fouls. Left side, here's Ayala. Left elbow to Chloe Cook. Gets it underneath to Rowetter. Great feed there from Aiden. And Rowetter, that was well done. 43-35. Now Winterset needs a basket desperately. Devine out front, hands it off to Macy Olson. Right side, here's McKenna, double dribbled. She wanted to take the 3, got covered up, picked it up, and then put it on the floor again.
Yeah, Carroll's defense is just creating that chaos and creating that sense of urgency, and they're just pressing themselves a little bit.
And like we've talked about all night, their length has been a problem in this game. Here's Ayala, minute 39 to go. Carroll just playing catch out between the rings. They want to take as much time off the shot clock as they can. 18 to shoot and a minute 28 to go. Here's Rowetter down the lane, and she lays it in with the left hand. So she's had a couple of big baskets here late. And it's back to a 10-point game, 45-35. And there's a blocking foul on Rowetter working against Bryn Acton. So Bryn goes back to the line where she is 7 for 8 tonight. And the first one is up and good. Bryn has 16 points, 8 of them coming from the line, and now Seidler and Hofing come in here. Matt Young hoping that Bryn can make a free throw here and then get into the press, which she does, and the Huskies immediately get into the full court press. But Carroll breaks it without too much difficulty. Here's Aiden, baseline, Chloe Cook out to Rowetter. They just play catch, and now foul is called on McKenna Olson.
They probably shouldn't have fouled her. She's about a 70% free throw shooter, so.
Not in the bonus yet.
Not, okay. Yeah, you're right.
4 fouls on McKenna.
Good call, Jack.
But McKenna, now we have 4, when Ash and Natalie are in the game, we have 3 players out there with 4 fouls. Carroll inbounds. Here's Allie Cook out between the rings to Aiden. And McKenna Olson has to foul to stop the clock, and McKenna has fouled out of the game here with 58.1 seconds to go. Devine is back in. Here's Aiden, guarded by Claire Seidler, who's in the game, and Claire fouls her here. And now the Tigers will shoot free throws, and Caitlin Aiden 7 for 10 from the line this year, Steve. Like you said, they have a couple kids that don't shoot it very well, but she's not one of them.
She's not one of them. She's pretty automatic from the line for a high school player.
And she has 9 points in this game. It's 46-37. Second free throw is no good. Rebound to Natalie Smith. Natalie checks back in here. Huskies got to go quickly. Devine has it knocked away from her out of bounds. Huskies will play it in front of their own bench here with 47 seconds to go. And they're down, and they trail by 3 possessions. Here's Devine. Ash for 3. No good. And the rebound to Aiden. Ash had to rush that shot. And now Bryn Acton fouls Caitlin Aiden in the backcourt. So unless we have a Christmas miracle here, Steve, it's looking like the Huskies will head to the break with a 2-5 record. Aiden makes the free throw. Second one is up and good. She has 11. We just had that stretch there in the second quarter where we just could not handle their pressure at all. We were much better at it here in the second half, but not enough. Here's Devine down the lane. Ash put up the shot, no good. And the rebound in there to Ayala with 28 seconds to go, and Acton fouls Aiden. So Caitlin Aiden will go back to the line here for Carroll. Boys game coming up. Big one for the Winterset boys. Man, you talk about a team that needs a win. As Aiden makes the free throw. They have just been getting run into, boy, North Polk just shot it. They just shot lights out the other night, and of course we know what ADM did. So their last two games, their opponents have really shot it well.
Yeah, again, Raccoon River is a tough gauntlet conference.
Huskies turn it over, 50-37. And let's see, I think the Tigers will just dribble it out here. So the Carroll Tigers come in here and they defeat Winterset in our first game tonight. The final score, Carroll 50 and Winterset 37. We'll take a break. We'll return. Husky basketball on the W Digital Network.
The China Cafe at 71 East Jefferson on the historic Winterset Square is home to the best Chinese and Asian cuisine around. The China Cafe has a great variety of lunch specials, dinner entrees and combos, and all meals include soup, rice, or a choice of crab rangoon or egg roll. You can dine in, carry out, and catering is available. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Follow the China Cafe on Facebook or give them a call at 515-462-2888. Choosing the right insurance company is not easy. Let the professionals at Pro Team Insurance be the one you trust. An independent agency specializing in auto and home insurance, life insurance, and insurance for business and contractors, people come to Pro Team Insurance largely on word of mouth. The Trust Factor, located at 55 East Jefferson on the historic Winterset Square. Let Pro Team Insurance be that trusted insurance company for you. Stop in or call 515-462-4061. Swanson Masonry LLC specializes in wall foundation replacement throughout central Iowa. If your foundation is damaged beyond repair, their experienced contractors can safely and efficiently remove your existing foundation and construct a sturdy new one. While foundation replacement can be an extensive undertaking, Swanson Masonry LLC has the skills necessary to get the job done right, on time, and on budget. Let them put their expertise to work for you. And for all your masonry needs, give them a call at 515-210-3463. Marilyn McNamara, who has been running the scoreboard here for Winterset for what, Steve, about 50 years?
Not the scoreboard. She's actually been doing what Jack does for the whole game, so the scoring, yeah.
All right, so she's been the official scorer.
Yep.
Well, she is at half court being recognized right now, and that is that's a lot of stats, you know.
I can tell you, I announced last year, like Mr. Stover's doing this year, and I can tell you the chaos that goes on that scoring table is crazy. So to keep it all in order like she does is a miracle.
So congratulations to Marilyn, and a great job that she has done for Winterset High School. So we're really happy to recognize her. We also have a special guest with us up here at halftime, or in between games here. Journey O'Neill, who is on the board for the Best Buddies here in Winterset, has joined us. Hi, Journey. How are you?
Hi, guys.
You nervous?
A little.
Well,
I don't want to stutter.
No need to be. You know, Best Buddies program is one of the great programs, and
I'm familiar with it with other schools, but just talk about the Winterset Best Buddies program a little bit.
Yeah, so it's a worldwide organization that provides inclusive opportunities for all people. It's really just a place for all Winterset high school students to feel included and have somebody there if they need someone. It's been at Winterset for 6 years, and Lana McDonald's our chapter advisor.
And how many students do you have involved right now, Journey?
I think we have over 50. We've gotten really big since my freshman year, actually.
That's great. That's great. And what are some of the activities that you do?
So we have something once a month for everyone, but we usually do stuff like making ornaments. It's based off season usually or off holiday. We make ornaments. We'll friendship walk. We have a Wolves game in February. We have a 100-meter dash in April. Yeah, we do a lot of stuff.
Steve, and I know you're working here at the school, obviously. Yep. I know you're familiar with it a little bit.
You bet. It's a good opportunity to kind of mix kids just so they can do fun things together, and it's just great. So Journey's a big part of that.
Well, Journey, it takes, these are special kids, and it takes special people like you to really, to make this work and make this happen. So, thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
All right.
Not so bad, was it, Journey?
No.
And thanks to Marilyn McLamara, recognizing her at half court, her 50 years of keeping the book down there for Husky basketball. So, and thanks for Jersey O'Neill coming up and spending some time with us here, talking about the Best Buddies program here at Winterset.
And she was nervous today, Todd.
Was she?
Oh, buddy, she came in my office about 3 or 4 times. So she was nervous. She did good.
She thought we were going to talk about the war in Ukraine or something, Steve?
I don't know. She says, I need to know the questions before you ask them so I can be prepared.
All right, well, she did a great job. So boys teams are out on the floor here, and it's a matchup of a Carroll team that is 1-3 overall, 1-2 in league. They've lost 2 in a row, and of course the Huskies looking for their first win of the season. They are 0-6 and 0-4 in Raccoon River Conference play. Well, let's get right to it. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll visit with head coach Josh Henry on our Montrose Pharmacy Coaches Corner. We'll do that when we return. Husky basketball on the W Digital Network. The mission at Salon 107 is to make every day beautiful. Hair and skin care is their specialty. Enjoy quality services from color and extensions to lashes and facials. Driven by a passion to bring out each person's natural beauty, Salon 107 offers a relaxing environment specializing in pampering you. Voted Madison County's best salon for the 4th year in a row. Stop in at 107 North John Wayne Drive on the historic Winterset Square. Open Tuesday through Thursday 8 to 8 and Friday and Saturday 8 to 2, or just give them a call at 515-462-4247. Integrity Financial Group is a financial services partnership with offices in Central Iowa. Here you'll find expertise in insurance, accounting, and investments all under one roof. Their commitment is to help you make sound financial decisions and protect what matters today and into the future. CPA Ben Applegate, insurance agent Eric Johnson, and investment broker Jason Claymeyer are ready to help you. Call 888-365-1230. Integrity Financial Group. Experienced, professional, committed. The Husky Booster Club has one goal in mind: to broaden the involvement and enrichment of students, student families, the school, and the community through its support for junior high and high school related activities. Money raised by the Husky Booster Club directly benefits all high school and junior high athletic and fine art programs. And thanks to your support, the Husky Booster Club has provided over $40,000 in uniforms, equipment, and other items to these programs in the past 3 years. To become a Husky Booster Club member, go to huskyboosterclub.org. The Sports Page Grill at 224 East Highway 92 in Winterset's the place to find your friends before or after that big event. With great menu items, you'll find something you love. The Sports Page Grill can host and or cater any special event you might have. Just call 515-462-4673. And proud sponsors of Husky Talk Live on Monday or Thursday nights during the fall and winter high school sports seasons. The Sports Page Grill. We'll see you there. It's time for the Montrose Pharmacy Coach's Corner, featuring Winterset head boys basketball coach Josh Henry. Fast, friendly, and professional service with the faces you can trust. Montrose Pharmacy, a Winterset institution since 1921. Let's go courtside for the Montrose Pharmacy Coach's Corner. And we're back here on our Montrose Pharmacy Coach's Corner with Winterset head coach Josh Henry. Huskies close out the pre-Christmas schedule with a conference game with Carroll Tigers tonight. And Josh, North Polk the other night, you came out, your kids shot the ball pretty well, but boy, North Polk shot it even better.
Yeah, 15 to 24, 63, 64%. That's a very high percentage. And they came in shooting about 22%, So, give them credit. They made the shots. And like we talked about post-game, being down 25 to 6 after the first quarter, we didn't really have a shot after that. It was just a huge uphill, steep climb. And like always, I've never questioned our guys' effort. We came battling back, cut it to 9, I believe, in the fourth quarter. But, we can't give up. We can't allow other teams to have that good of a start and then expect to have a chance to win. So hopefully tonight we can limit the Tigers, and hopefully they just don't make so many threes either, or just shots in general.
What's the biggest focus been in practice right now, Josh?
I think making slight adjustments on our zone, getting lined up appropriately. We haven't been lined up a lot of the possessions that teams are hitting threes. Now, granted, they still have to hit the threes. And then offensively, just really practicing our passing, cutting really hard, and keeping our spacing. A lot of times we watch film and we've got guys just randomly cutting through the lane, which then a guy tries to drive and there's a defender right there because we had a random cut, So we're just trying to work on that spacing, and honestly too, just trying to stay positive, stay together as a team, as a unit, and being positive with one another, because if we start turning on each other, it's going to go from bad to way worse. We got to stick together, keep believing. I know, I'm confident as the head coach. We've got a team that can compete with anybody on our schedule. I know we can. We just got to put it together, and I think if we can get a win, it'll show us, hey, it's possible, and then we can get rolling.
And Josh, with this team, with some of the quickness you have, it gives you options sometimes if you want to get out of the zone and get after people a little bit defensively.
Yeah, looking to mix it up a little bit. Maybe a little more with the man-to-man, see how many, do it for 2 or 3 possessions, see if we get stops. And usually if we do that, we say, hey, we'll do man until they score, and then we, just to keep teams on their toes. And also the other night, I thought our press, caused some issues for North Polk. So that's something that, is, tonight, but then also as we get into break, we usually kind of look to add in maybe a few more of those wrinkles to the team. So, yeah, we'll have to get creative and just, we got to figure out different ways to try to win games.
Winterset head coach Josh Henry with us here in our Montrose Pharmacy Coach's Corner. We'll come back and talk about the Carroll Tigers when we return. You're listening to Winterset Husky Basketball. Remember when retirement meant little more than end of work and winding down? Well, these days it's about so much more. Today's retirees are enjoying newfound freedom and exploring new interests. What does your ideal retirement look like? Edward Jones Financial Advisors at 119 West Court Avenue on the historic Winterset Square are here to help you identify your priorities and your goals and help you create a plan to achieve them. Call Whitney Messerschmidt at 515-468-6200 to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Back with Josh Henry on our Montrose Pharmacy Coach's Corner. Winterset and Carroll tonight to close out the pre-Christmas schedule. And Josh, Carroll comes in. They're 1-3 overall, 1-2 in league. And you know, they lost some key guys from their team last year, as did you. And they point differentials are kind of the same. We teams kind of mirror each other a little bit in my mind.
Yeah, looking at it on paper, a lot of similarities between both. I think a lot of new faces trying to get acclimated to varsity basketball, and but they have Moore and Siebenall are back, who are both pretty good players for them, scoring wise. 14 and 14 basically a game, so that's their big two. But Carroll's always got basketball players. They always have. They've been a team to beat in this conference for as long as I can remember, even as a kid. They were always really good. So they'll be talented. Coach Beeson does a good job with them, and I'm looking forward to it. I mean, hoping that us at home we can stay confident, hit some shots, and get some stops. Hopefully they won't be as hot, like I said, as Adel and North Polk have been the last two games. But it should be a good matchup. Should be. I think the key for us is just keeping it close. Like you said, we haven't had a lead yet at halftime this whole season. So hey, maybe we go into the end of the first halftime with a lead, and then see what we can do with that.
And Josh, it is kind of small steps, isn't it? It's kind of you win the first quarter, win the second quarter, and you just got to kind of build it, don't you?
Yeah, that's the key when you're not winning games. Is trying to find victories in other areas, and something as simple as let's try to have the lead at halftime tonight. I mean, then it'd be a good challenge to see, hey, are we able to keep that lead when they maybe put a little more pressure on us or whatever. But I'm confident. We had a great practice yesterday, probably one of our best, to be honest. Guys were very positive, practiced really hard, and so I'm hoping and planning on tonight that'll carry over into the game.
Jackson Bear, you've had some attrition here in the last couple of days. Jackson really played well for you the other night. Will he see more minutes tonight, Josh?
Yeah, for sure. We had him playing 4 quarters of JV and then available for 2, but we've actually swapped those roles. I thought he did a great job coming in for us on Tuesday night. So he's actually going to be 2 quarters of JV tonight, and then we'll have him available for the varsity. So expect him. And another guy that did a good job is Cam Sheffield. He came in and hit a couple threes for us the last game, gave us a little spark. So him, and then Wes McKinney has done some good things. So we'll see different guys. But Jackson, I'm excited to see him maybe start getting a few more minutes on the varsity end to see if he can continue that play, because he's done a great job on JV this year and obviously did a good job on Tuesday.
All right, sir. Thank you so much as always. Good luck tonight. Man, let's talk about a win on the postgame.
That would be ideal, and I'm hoping for the same. So thanks, Todd. Go Huskies.
And that wraps up our Coach's Corner with Winterset head coach Josh Henry. More of our Breeding's Ace Hardware warm-up show when we return. You're listening to Winterset Husky Basketball. Come on down to the Urban Tap Room, Brewery and Grill, the latest concept from the Urban Restaurant Group, owners of the Urban Grill in Urbandale. The tap room offers a family-friendly, relaxed atmosphere, perfect for watching the big game, catching up with friends, or just grabbing a bite after a long day. With pizzas, sandwiches, pasta, delicious appetizers, and more, there's something on the menu for everybody. Check out the menu at urbantaproomandgrill.com. The Urban Tap Room, a taste of uptown, down home. Back here on our Breeding's Ace Hardware warm-up show. We're just about 3 minutes away from tip-off of our boys' game here, Winterset and Carroll. Carroll winning the girls' game tonight 50-37. It's time for our Keys to Victory, presented by the Sports Page Grill, with endless delicious menu items before, during, and or after the game. You're sure to find your friends at the Sports Page Grill, and proud sponsors of Husky Talk Live. All right, gentlemen, your thoughts, Steve. I'll start with you. We got off to a terrible start against North Polk the other night. I would say, what do you think? Getting off to a good start would be a pretty good idea, huh?
Yeah, we just haven't put two teams together. I mean, defensively, we struggle when we're hitting the shots. When we're hitting the shots, we're defensively struggling. So, I mean, right now, I think just scoring and see the ball go in the hoop and build that confidence and building that momentum. I think Jack will probably say something similar to that, but that's what I would say. I mean, scoring will take care. Will hide a lot of deficiencies. So.
Jack, what do you think?
I've said that they need to shoot better way too much. So I'm going with foul trouble tonight because both Chase Bellamy and Reed Smith are going to be in the starting lineup, and sometimes they have a tendency to foul. And they're a little thin, especially with their big man depth. I think that if Reed or Jace get in foul trouble, it could get pretty ugly towards the end of the game. So I think staying out of foul trouble is going to be big, especially down low for the Huskies.
Okay, that wraps up our Breeding's Ace Hardware warm-up show. Our starting lineups opening tip-off coming up next. Husky basketball on the W Digital Network. Breeding's Ace Hardware is your locally owned hardware store located at 1317 North John Wayne Drive. Whether you're a pro or tackling a do-it-yourself home improvement project for the first time, trust your neighbors at Breeding's with the expert advice, the tools, the equipment, and the products you need to get the job done. And you can't go wrong with brand name equipment like Toro and Steel. Your friendly neighbors at Breeding's are there to help you 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6, Saturdays 8 a.m. to 5, and Sundays noon to 5. Breeding's Ace Hardware. Stop in and see them today. It's time for the Union State Bank first half. Union State Bank, your hometown financial advantage since 1935. Stop in at 611 West Highway 92 in Winterset. Let's go courtside for the Union State Bank first half. Todd, Steve, and Jack back here with you. Great to have the pep band here for the first time this year, Steve.
You bet. It's good right before Christmas break. They're in the holiday spirit, I guess.
And a lot of people in the stands, a lot of students, a lot of people back home for the holidays here attending this game tonight.
Yep.
Our starting lineups presented by Salon 107, voted Madison County's best salon for the fourth year in a row. Give them a call at 515-462-4247. Now, before we get to the lineups, a little bit about this series. Carroll has really dominated it since 2006. They're 29-7, and Winterset snapped a 4-game losing streak in the series when they won up at Carroll on January 23rd of this year. They won 63-58, and Carroll has won. They have a nice little winning streak of 4 in a row here at Winterset. Last time Winterset won here at home was in 2021, 75-52. Some guys by the name of Levi Gurwell, Braden Dinklaw, Charlie McDonald, they all had big games. Gurwell had 22, Dinklaw 18, and Charlie McDonald with 15. Huskies were 10 for 28 from downtown that night. So pretty good team, Steve.
And if I remember correctly, Charlie was hot that night from 3, so.
Speaking of being hot from 3, here's a stat for you. Winterset boys in the first 4 games this year, guys, gave up 19 for 67 for 3, 28%. In the last 2 games, ADM and North Polk has torched us 28 for 56, 50% for. So they have more threes made in the last 2 games than we gave up in the first 4. How about that?
I think that has more to do with the quality of teams we've played. I mean, North Polk wasn't known for shooting threes, and obviously they just had maybe a one-of-a-kind night, but Adel is one of the best shooting teams in the state, so that might be a reason why they're giving up more threes.
Starting lineups for Carroll at 1 forward, Noah Hinner, 6'2 senior, 5 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist. The other forward, Carter Essex, 6'1 senior, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. The other forward, Mac Collison, 6'2 junior, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. The guards, Jared Moore, 6'5 junior, averaging 14 points a game, just under a couple ticks under 14. 6 rebounds, 1 assist. And the Stone Siebenthaler, the big key returner, he and Moore, the big key returners for Carroll from last year. Siebenthaler, 5'9" senior, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Randy Beeson, who is also the activities director at Carroll High School. He's their head coach. Brian Tigges, Gary McGill, and Dayton Ross are the assistant coaches. For the Huskies tonight, add
And now the starting lineup for your Winterset Huskies. A junior, number 2, Daxon Weeks. A senior, number 23, Hank Wilmus. A junior, number 31, Jace Bellamy. A senior, number 32, Riley Johnston. And a junior, number 35, Reed Smith. Assistant coaches for the Huskies are Lucas O'Rear.
our opening tip-off presented by Jones Creek Apparel. Jones Creek Apparel, the official supplier for the W Digital Network and Husky Talk Live. So here we go. Final game for the Husky boys before Christmas, and man, do we need a win.
Yeah, that would settle a lot of minds here tonight if we could get a win tonight. That's for sure. And Carroll is like our toughest team that we play. I don't care if they can be 0-13 coming this game, and it seems like Carroll always has our number. So we need to get out to a hot start for sure.
The big game tonight in the conference is up at Adel. ADM and Ballard playing tonight. They're both 4-0, Jack, in the top of the standings.
Yeah, I think those are the two best teams in this conference, and obviously Ballard is maybe the best team in all of 3A, so that's going to be a great game.
Ball in the air, tap controlled by the Carroll Tigers. Siebenthaler gets it out front in the hands of Collison. Top of the circle is Moore. Right side Siebenthaler dribbles in. Winterset starts in a man-to-man here to start the game. Here's a three, and no good. Rebound, Riley Johnston. Josh Henry said he might change the defense up a little bit tonight. We start out in a man-to-man, Steve.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice, actually.
Here's Riley for three. Banked it in from the right wing. The bank is open late on Fridays. And that's a Suds and Pups three-pointer for Riley Johnston. And the Huskies have a 3-0 lead. Here's Noah Henners. Left side gets it to Collison. In the lane, Moore working against Bellamy. Fadeaway jump shot is no good. Riley Johnston tied up in there, and he and Noah Henners get tangled up a little bit. Held ball, and it will be Winterset basketball here. The other games in the conference tonight. Boone is at Bondurant Farrar. Gilbert is at Carlisle tonight. But the big one, besides this one, is Ballard in Adel to take on Adel DeSoto Minburn. Here's Riley Johnston. Out front to Weeks. Gets it to Reed Smith. Reed in the corner, Riley Johnston, and something away from the basketball here. And a foul going to be called on Carroll. And it's on Carter Essick. Ran over Dax and Weeks here on the near side. Dax looking for the license plate.
Yeah. And insurance papers.
Here's Riley Johnston. Tried to hit Wilmus down the lane. The ball kicked by the Tigers. Huskies will inbound underneath their own basket. They lead 3-0 here. 6:28 to go in quarter number one. Glad you're with us tonight here on the W Digital Network. Daxon Weeks will play it in. Gets it in to Bellamy. Back to Weeks. Out front, Wilmus. Hank to the free throw line. Now picks up the dribble. Tried to go to Reed Smith on the baseline. Deflected and stolen by the Tigers. Down the lane. in the lane, forcing up a shot in there is Carter Essick, and the rebound to Bellamy for the Huskies. Here's Weeks, Dax underneath to Riley Johnson, fadeaway jump shot, no good, and the rebound, Siebenthaler for Carroll.
I'd like to see really Riley take it to the hoop instead of faded away.
Siebenthaler down the lane, missed the shot, and Riley Johnson got the rebound, and a foul is going to be called on Carter Essick, and he's picked up 2 quick fouls here in a little over 2 minutes.
And I really like it. Riley's not known for his rebounding, but tonight he's been pretty active on the boards.
Miles Newsback, a 6'4 sophomore, is checked in for Carroll. And they also have Trey Tassel, a 6'2 junior, check in. Huskies lead 3-0. Riley Johnson in the lane, fadeaway jump shot is good. So he's got a quick 5, and the Huskies with a 5-0 lead. Here's Nusbeck in the lane, forces it up against Reed Smith, missed it. Reed with a rebound.
Good defense by Reed Smith.
Wilmus down the floor to Weeks. Dax out to Wilmus, 3-point arc, left side. Here's Reed Smith, top of the circle. Carroll in a man-to-man. Reed working against Nusbeck down the lane. Fell down, lost the basketball. Carroll out of there with it. A 4-on-2, and the ball knocked away as Moore went up for the shot, and Hank Wilmus stripped him out of bounds.
Good hustle back by Hank.
That looked like an easy 2 for Jared Moore.
Yep.
Instead, the Tigers inbound underneath their own basket. They get it into Tassel. Right side, here's Collison. And Nusbeck working out front against Reed Smith is called for a travel.
I honestly think they were setting up for a zone, and they got the man-to-man, and it's kind of played dividends a little bit here.
Huskies lead 5-0, 4:55 to go here, opening quarter. Here's Wilmus. Hank out front with it. Left side, Dak Weeks. Dak underneath to Reed Smith. Underneath, puts it up, no good. Dak's got it to him at a good spot down there, Steve, and he was either going to make the basket or get fouled or both.
Get a nice seal off of this guy, too.
Stone Siebenthaler gets a foul. That is his first third-team foul. And Reed Smith, who is just 4 for 11 on the year from the line, makes the first free throw.
Looked like a 95% free throw.
There he did. Huskies come in just a tick under 50% from the line. They're 30 for 61. Make it 32 for 63. Now they're over 50%, and it's 7-0 Winterset.
I really love their intensity that they came out with tonight, for sure.
Here's Nusbeck, a 3 over Reed Smith, no good. Long rebound, ran down by Collison. Three-pointer out front, missed badly. Did Blake Malinsky. He's in there, a 5'11 senior. Boy, he barely caught air on that one. Huskies get the rebound. Here's Wilmus. Hank out front, down the lane, left side, Weeks for 3. Good! A Suds and Pups three-pointer by Dak Weeks. Timeout Carroll. The Huskies off to a great start. And they lead at 10-0 here with 4:06 to go in the opening quarter. We'll take a break. This is Husky basketball on the W Digital Network.
Welcome to Straight Shots, where innovation meets precision on the green. With TrackMan, you'll gain insights into every aspect of your shot, from launch angle to spin rate, helping you fine-tune your technique and elevate your performance. Visit Straight Shots today and see how TrackMan Golf simulator technology can transform your game.
Huskies off to a great start. They lead 10-0. And let's get a Straight Shots Golf quickie stat from Jack Keller.
Yeah, like you said in the pregame, Winterset's faced some tough shooting teams the past 2 games, but Carroll so far is 0 of 8 to start this game, so Winterset maybe getting some of that good luck that they haven't had the past 2 games.
Well, they have a couple of Suds and Pups 3-pointers in this game, and they lead 10-0. 4 minutes to go here, opening quarter. After the timeout, Carroll on the attack. Here's Tassel, more to the baseline. Nice move, but couldn't finish. Tigers get the offensive rebound. They cast up a 3, no good. Reed Smith with a big rebound in traffic.
Good job, Reed.
But then Bellamy threw it away. Now it's loose at half court. Bodies diving everywhere, and Carroll comes out of there with it. Underneath they go. Here's Tassel against Bellamy. Up and good, and fouled. The basket counts. So that's the first Winterset foul of the night. And Trey Tassel will be at the line here for Carroll. He's 5 for 6 from the line on the year. Carson Dinklaw's checked in for Josh Henry.
And he's played well coming off the bench for sure for us.
And Jackson Bear, boy, you guys, he really played well the other night against North Polk. He had 8 points all in the second half. And Jackson's in the game. It's 10-3. Here's Weeks. Out front to Reed Smith. In the corner to Bellamy. Jace down the lane to Jackson Bear. Swips it out to Dinklaw. The extra pass from Weeks, no good. Bellamy battling for the rebound underneath. Bodies everywhere. He throws it out. And let's see, I think Jace threw it out hoping that another white jersey might catch it. There was nobody out there, but man, you just got to love the effort.
The effort's there, that's for sure. One thing I noticed about Jackson Bear is he's got hops. I mean, he's a leaper.
10-3. Here's Tassel. Right side gets it in the hands of Malinsky. Now dribbling in is Nuzbeck, and he handed it off to Siebenaller, and Siebenaller is fouled as he went in. And the foul is on Dinklaw. That'll be Carson's first. And second team foul. Cam Sheffield getting ready to check in. Boy, Cam had a couple of big threes the other night. Here's a inbounds to Tassel. To Nuzbeck down the lane. With it is Noah Henners, and he's fouled as he went up. And I think that might be 2 on Jace Bellamy. And it is. Jace has a little bit of a proneness to get into foul trouble, Steve, but he.
Jack, would you say that's true?
Definitely.
There again, Captain Obvious here, you know.
I think it just speaks how Jace plays. I mean, you saw a few possessions ago, he was like taking on a 1-on-4 trying to get the rebound, and he came out with it. So, I mean, it just speaks to how hard he plays.
Noah Henners, who started the night 7 for 16 from the free throw line, makes a couple of free throws, and Carroll has run off 5 unanswered here, and it's a 10-5 game. Here's Weeks. Dax out front to Reed Smith. Reed picks up the dribble, gets it back to Weeks. Dax, pull-up jumper from the left wing is good, and Daxon Weeks starting to find his stroke a little bit, Steve.
Yeah, and that's something we've been missing, so that's good that he's found that.
He has 5 points. It's 12-5. Here's Malinsky. Had his pocket picked by Weeks. Dax throws it down the floor to Sheffield. Missed it, but Reed Smith there to follow and puts it in.
Nice job out of Reed Smith. Nice job out of Sheffield.
14-5, and what about the pass from Weeks out?
Yeah.
Here's Nuzbeck out front, guarded by Jackson Bear. Down the lane, Henners, and he walked with the basketball. Winterset will get it. And this man-to-man defense, Steve.
They've been asking for it. And Josh doesn't mind the man-to-man, but he's accustomed to the zone. But, I mean, sometimes the team just doesn't function well in his zone. and he sees that.
Well,
So,
he's got guys that fly around out there on this team, which is a little different from what he's had the last couple of years.
Yep.
Here's Sheffield out front. Jackson Bear. Jackson takes a three. Good! He hit a three the other night.
He's not afraid to shoot it. That's
He's
for sure.
2 for 3 out there on the year. It's 17-5 down the lane. Boy, nice move by Jared Moore. And it's 17-7. But, well, that's the same spot he hit it the other night, top of the circle. Jack, that's his spot.
Maybe. I mean, I see a lot of potential in Jackson. He's a big, long kid, and I think he can really be a good center for this team.
17-7. We're under a minute here to go in the quarter. 14 to shoot. Jackson Bear goes baseline. Had his shot blocked in there that time. And Collison out there with it for the Tigers. And now we're going to have an offensive foul on Jared Moore as he ran over Reed Smith. Man, Reed just... He loves it. He loves that stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
loves it, Steve.
Yeah. He does. What do you think, Jack?
I mean, any chance he gets, he's trying to take a charge. I don't know if he likes getting hit or something, but any chance he gets, he's trying to take it.
Well, we jokingly call him the Dennis Rodman of this team, and without all the antics, obviously. He's a great kid, but man, he will... I mean, the hustle on that putback down here, and
he gave me crap about saying about the 86 Pistons a little bit about him. So
Huskies can play for one. They lead by 10, 17-7. When's the last time this team's been ahead in the first quarter? It's been a few games, and not very many total. 14 seconds. Wilmus between the rings. Hank looking for place to operate, goes to Reed Smith down the lane, and Reed fouled as he went in. Good pass from Wilmus that time. And Siebenthaler, one of their key players, has picked up his second foul. And Reed back to the line. First free throw is up and good. This team coming out with a little, I mean, not that they haven't come out with determination, but it seems a little bit more tonight so far.
yeah, they got the fire going, that's for sure.
And Reed Smith, 4 for 4 from the line. And it's 19-7. Final seconds of the quarter. In the lane, shot is up and good in there by Collison. The Huskies let him go coast to coast that time. He went all the way in and made the basket and got fouled.
So just looking at the stats, Todd, we've only been up at the end of the first half by one game, and we were tied with ADM.
You mean after the first quarter, right?
After the first quarter, yeah.
Collison makes a free throw, and it's 19-10, but a great start for Winterset here. They lead 19-10 at the end of one quarter. We'll return. This is Husky basketball on the W Digital Network. Farmers and Merchants State Bank is your hometown bank with hometown pride, and they are quite proud of the Winterset Huskies. Farmers and Merchants State Bank is locally owned and operated, which means their heart is where it belongs, in your community. Their decisions are local, their concerns are local, and their priority is you, the customer, and the personalized service you receive. Give them a call or stop by one of their locations in Winterset, St. Charles, or Orient, or visit their website, www.fmstate.bank. Member FDIC, let's go Huskies. Watching that, are you?
Yeah.
Todd Guest-Ford, Steve and Jack Keller back here with you at the competition gym here at Winterset. Welcome back to our Union State Bank first half. Great first quarter, guys. 19-9, Huskies lead. Let's get a straight shots golf quickie stat or two from Jack Keller.
Yeah, so far Winterset's really shot the ball well. They're 6 of 10 from the field and 3 of 5 from 3. So overall, just a good, solid, like Steve said at the start of the game, we've got to put together a game on defense and on offense. It looks so far in the first quarter that they've done that.
And Steve, going to the man-to-man defense, I got to tell you, I think that's been a big key so far.
I really think, and I like the zone. I like the zone. I don't have a problem with it. But I think zone kind of gets you kind of lackadaisical at times. And a man-to-man just keeps it going.
Huskies stay in the man-to-man. Here's Moore. Carroll with the basketball. Down the lane. Shot is up and good by Collison, who scores again. He scored to end the first quarter. He scores and gets fouled here to start the second quarter. And I think they got Riley Johnston. And it's 19-12. Free throw is up and good. And the thing about it is, the Huskies know how to play zone, so if Josh wants to go back to that, they can go back to it.
100%.
19-13, Huskies by 6. Here's Dinklaw, Riley Johnston, right elbow in the left corner, tried to go to Bear, stolen away there by Collison. In the corner, here's Moore for three, no good, but Tassel, offensive rebound, up, missed it. But Riley Johnson with a rebound for the Huskies, and he is fouled, I believe, by Noah Henners.
And if I was Josh, I would do that. If they put together a couple good offensive, possessions there, I'd go back to the zone and just kind of keep going back and forth.
Hey, you can change defenses all night long.
Yep.
I think with that topic, I think getting out of the zone isn't because the team can't play zone. I think it's just with how their team is right now, it fits better for a man-to-man defense with some of this athleticism that they have.
Yep, I would agree with that, Jack.
Carroll playing a 2-3 zone. Here's Dinklaw. Free throw line to Jackson Bear. Jackson left side to Sheffield for three. No good. And the rebound out there to Henners. Down the floor. Here's Siebenaller. He tried to scoop it up in there. No good. But, boy, Matt Collison with another rebound. And he tried to go down the lane this time. Missed it. Rebound Johnston. Here's Wilmus. Hank has it poked away from him from behind. And he's fouled by Matt Collison. And that'll be his first and the second team foul on the Tigers here in quarter number 2. And now Blake Malinsky, a 5'11 senior, checks in. And Daxon Weeks, he was certainly a spark in the first quarter, Steve. He checks back in. He had 5 points.
Yeah, I like the confidence that he's shown tonight, for sure.
Huskies inbound. Here's Wilmus. Hank still looking for his first points tonight. Riley Johnston, top of the circle, Jackson Bear, left side to Weeks against the zone. Riley in the lane, feeds it to Jackson, up and in. What a play that was.
Jackson's playing well tonight.
What a great feed by Riley, though. 21-13. Great pass in short space. Here's Malinsky out front to Tassel, right side to Nesbeck. Guarded by Weeks. Underneath, Henners against Riley Johnson. Offensive foul. He just kept trying to displace Riley, who had the position, and we go the other way.
Good call by the officials.
Yeah, I like the physicality right there from Riley. You're not going to draw an offensive foul without trying to play some good physical defense. And I really like what I've seen out of Riley so far. He's got 4 rebounds already, and he's playing more physical to me.
Well, the Huskies lead 21-13. They led 19-10 at the end of the first quarter. And the attack here. Here's Weeks out front against the zone. Dax dribbles in right side to Sheffield for three. No good. And the rebound out of there to Carter Essick, who's back in with those 2 fouls. Essick tried to go underneath to Siebenaller, stolen away by Sheffield. Here's Wilmus. Hank. Left side, Riley Johnson for three. No good. Crowd was ready to erupt on that one. Here we go the other way. Siebenaller down the lane to Tassel. Back to Siebenaller for three. And bounces around. No good. Ball tapped in the lane. And Nesbeck had it stripped from him by Sheffield.
Cam. Nice job, Cam. Benefit to be short sometimes, Todd.
Here's Hank Wilmus. Hank going to be called for traveling. We haven't talked about the crowd. A lot of people back for the holidays and a big crowd here tonight. The pep band's here, and this This crowd can really help this team, and everybody here to try to get these boys their first win of the year.
Yep, and I remember when I was playing, you as a player feed off of that crowd a little bit, so it's a good thing.
Jace Bellamy back in the game for the Huskies. Down the lane went Collison that time. He had it stripped, but they get it back. Here's more spin move around Riley Johnston. Missed it. Rebound Reed Smith, who's checked back in. Here's Wilmus. Hank down the floor, 21-13. Bellamy back to Wilmus, to Daxon Weeks. Daxon between the rings directing traffic, gets it to Wilmus. 4:27 to go before halftime. Reed Smith between the rings, 15 to shoot, gets it to Wilmus. Hank, 10 to shoot, left side to Bellamy, underneath to Riley Johnston. Out to Reed Smith for three. Good! Reed Smith with a Suds and Pups three.
Hey,
that's his first one of the year.
I'll say this because I like Reed a lot, but you know you're living right when Reed hits a three.
And he comes up with a steal. That was his first three of the year. Here's Weeks underneath, and he's called for traveling. Well, gentlemen, Reed Smith has a career-high 9 points here in the first half.
Yeah, I think Reed right now, he's kind of playing he's playing careless, not in a bad way. He's kind of just playing freely right now because I think with Porter gone, I think he's kind of standing up and taking a big role in this team, and he's showing a lot of confidence right now.
In the lane, and we're going to have an offensive foul called on Collison. He banged into the Winterset defender. Good defense by the Huskies again, Steve.
Yep, and Jack knows this better than me. Reed's a competitor. I mean, he doesn't like to lose. He doesn't like to, he wants to put 100% out there at all times.
Huskies have their biggest lead, by the way, courtesy of that Reed Smith three, 24-13. 3:41 to go before halftime. We'll have our Madison County Realty halftime report coming up, and that will include a visit with Winterset head coach, girls coach Matt Young. Here's Reed, cross-court pass to Weeks for three. Dax missed it, but Bellamy offensive rebound. Back to Weeks, dribbled in, lost it, stolen away by Siebenaller. Siebenaller out front, had his pocket picked by Weeks, and then Bellamy and I think Carter Essick there tie it up, and it's Winterset basketball on the alternate possession. Boy, Weeks came down and just blasted that ball out of that Carroll player's hands, and man, kids are playing hard and playing with confidence right now. Here's Bellamy. Out front to Hank Wilmus. Hank, left side to Weeks. Dax underneath to Riley. Johnston lost it, and it will be Carroll basketball. Now Jackson Bear going to check back in the game. Huskies have 4 Suds and Pups threes in the first half. Couple of them from maybe unlikely sources, Steve. Jackson Bear and Reed Smith.
And that's what we need. We need guys to step up and start making some shots.
Here's Tassel with it out front, picks up the dribble, gets it to Siebenaller. Winterset stays in that man-to-man. Noah Hinner's back in the game. Siebenaller gets it to Essick. Here's Tassel in the corner, 8 to shoot. Back to Essick in the lane against Bear. Gets it out. Shot baseline is up and no good. Great defense by the Huskies. Noah Hinner's missed the shot, and Winterset gets the rebound. And now an offensive foul as Wilmus bangs into Hinner's in the lane. And that'll give it back to Carroll here. But Steve, what about that defense on the that last possession?
It was great defense, great defense. I don't like that play we just had 4-on-1. I mean, Hank should have probably pulled it out. That could be kind of, that could have stopped the run a little bit maybe. So hopefully we'll get back to it here.
Wesley McKinney, 5'8 juniors, checked in for the Huskies here. Underneath, Tigers go, and a shot strong move inside by Noah Henners. He has 4 points, and it's 24-15. Minute 50 to go before halftime. Reed Smith out between the rings. Gets it to McKinney. Wilmus back to Reed Smith. Reed looks it over. Now back to Wilmus between the rings. McKinney in the corner. Reed Smith for 3. Airballed that one. Bellamy hustling. Got the offense and rebound. Wilmus in there. Good.
There we go.
What a play by Bellamy.
What a play. Kept that ball alive, that 50-50 ball.
And Hank Wilmus with the bucket. It's 26-15. Man, Bellamy looking like that free safety that we know and love. Got a nose for the ball, doesn't he? Here's Essick underneath. Missed the shot. Reed Smith tips it out. And it's off of a Winterset player. Cam Sheffield checks in for Jace Bellamy here.
Jackson Baird played a heck of a defensive possession on that one. He's manning up his guy.
Well, like Jack's talking about, he's got some hops. He's active in there, Jack, all the time.
Yeah, I think he can be really good on defense just because of his size, and he's pretty quick too, so I think he can be one of their better defensive players.
Here's Henners in the lane against Reed Smith. Forces it up, no good. Reed with great defense there, and the Huskies get the rebound. Pass down to Baird. Jackson and tried to save it and throw it out to Wilmus, and Hank couldn't save it in front of the Carroll bench. Boy, great defense down there by Reed Smith on that last defensive series, Steve.
They're playing strong.
Refs are definitely letting them play as well, which I like. I mean, there's a lot of contact on both ends.
Well, we've been used to that here in the last several games for sure. Here's Nesbuck, gets it in the corner, and a three-pointer is no good by Siebenthaler, but the Tigers get the offensive rebound. No shot clock here with 25 seconds. Trey Tassel, right side, gets it in the hands of Talon Crandall, who's checked in. Ball on the floor, Reed Smith hustling, and he gets it to Cam Sheffield, and then had it poked away from him, and they fight for it in the corner at the end of the Winterset bench, and they say it's off of the Huskies. Boy, bodies everywhere, Steve, competing for those 50-50 balls.
Yeah, that's what wins games for you.
So the Tigers will play it in at the end of the Winterset bench here with 9.7 to go before halftime. They get Jared Moore back in the game. And they throw it to him out front. He gets it right side to Tassel. Shot fake blocked by Reed Smith. Here's a three in the corner. No good. And somebody hung on the rim. Wait a second here. How's that fly? Nesbitt came in and grabbed the rim, pulled down the rim. And one of those guys out there had to have seen that. Everybody else in the house did. And did they give Carroll a basket on that play?
They're talking about it right now. But they originally ruled it that.
I think they did. I didn't see.
Yeah, they're counting it.
Yep, I didn't see who got credit for the basket. I was too busy watching Nesbitt come in there and just hang on the rim for a second.
I'm not here to dog on the officials, but that was goaltending, offensive goaltending. So, I mean, you can't have a player hang on the rim when the shot's bouncing around on like that.
I agree.
The only thing would be, I think the ball might have been off the rim by the time that he hung on it. I think that's probably why the officials didn't call it, if I had to guess.
Well, we head to halftime, and Winterset has the lead at halftime for the first time this year. It's 26-17. We'll take the break. Our Madison County Realty halftime report is coming up. Husky basketball on the W Digital Network. McDonald's in Winterset is independently owned and operated by a local franchisee to serve the communities in and around Winterset. Their mission is to provide an excellent restaurant experience to their guests and a friendly environment while delivering McDonald's gold standard quality, service, cleanliness, and value. Their vision is to become the premier place in the community to gather with family and friends for great food, drinks, and conversation. Open daily, 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. The drive-thru is open 7 days a week, 5 a.m. to midnight. A Winterset institution since 1921, Montrose Pharmacy continues to provide fast, friendly, and professional service with the local faces you can trust. Independently owned and operated at Montrose Pharmacy, you get fast, real answers to your prescription and the over-the-counter medication questions, and the pharmacy also provides free in-town home delivery for your prescriptions. Whether it's sponsoring the Huskies and or reinvesting in the community, Montrose Pharmacy has always been there. Still conveniently located at 120 North 1st Avenue on the west side of the historic Winterset Square, Montrose Pharmacy is open Monday through Friday, 7:45 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 7:45 a.m. to 6 p.m. Todd Guestford, Steve and Jack Keller with me here at the competition gym here at halftime of our boys game, where the Winterset boys have a 26-17 lead on the Carroll Tigers. And I'm going to have girls assistant coach Mariah Criswell has been nice enough to come up here and put a headset on and talk to us here a little bit here at the halftime of the boys game and talk about the girls game tonight. We'll get a couple of thoughts from Mariah here real quick. 50-37. Mariah, their length was kind of a problem all night, and we had a stretch there in the first half where we just didn't handle it very well, and that was kind of the difference in the game.
Yeah, definitely with our practice squad, it's so hard for us to simulate any team's length in our conference. We try, but you don't quite know until you're out there. And so I think at this point we've seen almost about every zone that a team could throw at us, and it's pretty obvious that that's something we need to work on. And it's not like we're not. I was just telling the girls, like, the secret sauce to zone breaking is confidence, and right now we don't have it. So just reps, and trying to and breaking it. That's what we got to do.
But, you know, Steve commented on this a couple of times. When we were passing north and south instead of east and west, we did a really nice job of breaking their press.
Yeah, just finding that fine line of what's a good low-risk, good pass versus high-risk, bad pass. Limiting our turnovers, I think, has to be our big focus on this press break situation we have.
All right, well, Bryn Acton had a great game, 17 points, and so we go into the break and we get ready for Boone.
Yeah, I just told the girls, like, season's not over. This point of the season doesn't define us. But what will define us is how we react from all of this, and can we be mentally strong enough to come through on the other side.
Okay, Mariah, thanks for stopping up.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to you.
Thanks, back at you.
We'll see you after the holidays, okay? All right,
thanks.
Mariah Criswell, assistant head coach for the girls basketball team with us here. Let's talk about our first half of our boys game, 26-17, the individual scoring. Brought to you by Rouse Collision and Restoration. For the Huskies, Reed Smith, 9 points in the first half, career high for him. 5 points for Riley Johnston, 5 for Daxon Weeks, 5 for Jackson Bear off the bench, and the 2 points for Hank Wilmus. For Carroll, Matt Collison with 6, Jared Moore and Noah Henners each with 4, Trey Tassel with 3. Team stats presented by Michael's Computer Repair. Jack, what do you got?
Yeah, Winterset was 9-19 in the first half from the field, which is 47%, and Carroll was just 6 of 27 for 22%. Winterset was 4 of 11 from 3, and Carroll was 0 of 8. Both teams were perfect from the free throw line. Winterset turned it over 11 times, and Carroll turned it over 10. So the big difference here is three-point shooting and just regular field goal shooting, as Winterset doubled and then some Carroll's field goal percentage in the first half. And really, I think Carroll 0 of 8 from 3 is the biggest storyline, as Winterset's played some great defense on the perimeter, and that three-point shots is what killed them the past couple games. They're doing a great job defending it here tonight.
Yeah, see, we're covering up those shooters with that man-to-man defense. We're really flying around on defense, aren't we?
I agree. The only thing I would say is we need to match the first half with the second half. It seems like we've been a second half team that this whole, you know what I'm saying, the first half team, and then the second half we kind of fall apart. We got to put the halves together. So
So, yeah, but this is, for this team, this is newfound territory here, being up by 9 at halftime. So, like you say, let's build on it and finish this thing out.
Yep, I really like our energy. You really kind of see a team's character just by, us being 0-6, we could have came out and just expected just to, kind of mail it in a little bit. But we haven't. We're here to win the game.
All right, let's name our Whitney Messersmith Edward Jones first half MVP. Unsure what your ideal retirement might look like? Give Whitney a call at Edward Jones at 515-468-6200. I know who I like.
Reed Smith.
I like Reed Smith. Jack?
Yeah, I'd go with the same, like you said. He has 9 points. He also has 6 rebounds and a steal, so he's been all over the glass as well as scoring the ball.
All right, so Reed Smith is our Edward Jones Whitney Messersmith first half MVP. And that wraps up our Madison County Realty halftime report. Let Alyssa Tadlock at Madison County Realty help you find the home of your dreams. Call 515-313-1443. Our Union State Bank second half is just moments away. You keep it right here. Husky basketball on the W Digital Network. When the unexpected happens to your home, whether it's damage from smoke, water, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole. Our extensively trained team, state-of-the-art equipment, and rapid response times mean we can get your life back on track fast. And everything we do is backed by the Done Right promise. It's not done until it's done right. Reach out to Rainbow Restoration in Winterset anytime, 24/7 at 515-462-4350. Agrland FS is a financially strong and dependable cooperative rooted in more than 90 years of experience with our eye on tomorrow. With 28 locations across southern Iowa, northwest Missouri, and throughout the United States, and from the field to your home and all points in between, you can trust Agrland FS to be there when and where you need them. Stop in at 421 North 10th Street in Winterset or call 515-462-5353 to learn more. Agrland FS, where loyalty and integrity still mean something. When you bank at Union State in Winterset, you have a hometown financial advantage. A family-owned independent bank, USB has a number of services to take advantage of, like convenient loan terms to grow your business, competitive home ownership and home equity loans, and personal loans for various personal needs, just to name a few. Proud to serve Madison County since 1935. Stop in at 611 West Highway 92 in Winterset or call 515-462-2161 and get your hometown financial advantage started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, and go Huskies. It's time for the Union State Bank's second half. Union State Bank, your hometown financial advantage since 1935. Stop in at 611 West Highway 92 in Winterset. Let's go courtside for the Union State Bank's second half. And your Winterset Huskies have a 26-17 lead at the break. Carroll will have the basketball to start the second half. And, hard to find too many things bad to say about that first 16 minutes of this game, guys.
You bet. We got to thank Eric Fulton for pointing out tonight that I think this found energy that we have tonight is from Josh Henry shaving his beard. Jack just got notified that Eric Fulton noticed that. That's a good job by Eric. Nice job, Eric.
You know what? I interviewed him before the game, and I did not notice that at all, Steve. That completely flew by me.
I didn't. I've talked to him probably about 8 times today, and I didn't notice that. So
it's really something that can change the whole course of the years. Your coach shaving off his beard.
Jack, whatever it takes, right?
I mean, you're 0-6. You got to switch something up. I mean,
so shout out to Eric Fulton. Nice job, buddy.
You got to change something, and maybe that's it.
Carroll has the basketball to start the second half. They have Moore, Collison, Siebenaller, Essex, and Hinners out there to start the second half. Huskies have their starting 5. Bellamy, Wilmus, Weeks, Smith, and Johnston. And getting free underneath off the first initial play is Jared Moore. He gets a layup inside. It's 26-19. Here's Wilmus, three-point arc. Hank in the lane. Kicks it out to Reed Smith. Reed baseline all the way in traffic. Had his shot rejected in there by Henners. And the Tigers come out of there with it. Here's Siebenaller guarded by Daxon Weeks. Huskies have been man-to-man all night long. And here is a drive down the lane by Carter Essick. And he's fouled, I believe, by... Well, I thought maybe they were going to get Reed. They got Jace. And that's 3 on Bellamy.
Coach Beeson obviously is making an intentional effort to, kind of cut through the lane, trying to get those easy layups. So
Carter Essick with a made free throw. He was just 3 for 8 coming into tonight, and he clanked that one up there. They scrapped for the rebound, and Riley Johnson out of there with it. Now I can see why he was 3 for 8. But he's 4 for 10 now. 26-20. Here's Reed, baseline jump shot, no good. And Essex with the rebound out of there for Carroll. I'm just poking some fun at Carter Essick. That's all I'm doing for you Carroll fans listening out there. Here's Jared Moore in the lane. Turnaround jump shot is no good. Riley Johnson rebound, but he threw it away. Moore with the steal underneath, and a basket is no good by Carter Essick. And what do they have?
He traveled.
Okay.
Did a little pirouette right there in the lane. So.
Well, it's a 6-point game here.
I'm even surprised I knew what a pirouette was, actually.
Well, what I know is we need a basket right now. Here's Wilmus. I'll just stick with that. Here's Bellamy. I'll stick with basketball, something maybe I know. Here's another turnover by the Huskies, though. Down the lane, shot is up and in by Collison. We never stopped the ball. And timeout, Josh Henry here, as Carroll has come out and scored 5 unanswered, Steve, to start the second half.
Yeah, we said that. I mean, Huskies have been a first half team, and they need to put 2 halves together. Their energy in the second half coming out of the break here did not look like they're on their back heels, just kind of taking it lackadaisical.
Let's get a straight shots golf quickie stat real quick here from Jack Keller. I know we've only played a minute and 48 seconds, Jack, so what do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go 2 quick turnovers here for Winterset. I think that's something that can really throw Winterset off their game here, is if they turn the ball over, and they turn the ball over a lot. It's just kind of who they are as a young team, but if they really get into some turnover trouble, I think that they can run into some problems here in the second half.
And Steve, this is a great timeout by Josh Henry right here.
Yeah, it's almost necessary with a young team like this just to settle them down and say, listen, guys, we need to get back to where we were at in the first half.
So the Huskies will play it in backcourt.
I would almost imagine they'll set up a full court press in Carroll. I could be wrong, but
see what Randy Beeson wants to do here.
Nope, I thought they were going to kind of build on their early turnover troubles here.
Carson Dinklaw's in for the Huskies. Huskies have Dinklaw, Smith, Weeks, Wilmus, and Johnson on the floor right now. Here's Dinklaw at the free throw line. Baseline to Smith, and now he throws it away, trying to cross-court it to Weeks, and stolen away was it by Henners, and now a shot down the lane, and again, Matt Collison, who's really been busy getting to the basket, is fouled as he went in, and Reed Smith picks up his first foul.
It's a miracle it's only his first.
Matt Collison misses the free throw. He has 8 points in the game, trying to make it a 3-point game, and he does. The second one rolls in. So it's 26-23.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's a 4-point game now.
3
points, sorry, you're right, 3 points.
Dinklaw shot in the lane, blocked in there by Moore. Here comes Carroll the other way. Collison, baseline, gets it to Henners. Back to Collison out front. Essex against Moore in the lane. Siebenaller dumps it off inside, and a basket in there Noah Hinners, I believe, who is the one who got the hoop, and it's a 1-point game, 26-25. Here's Reed on the baseline. Carroll in a 2-3 zone. Dinklaw, Carson. Back to Riley Johnson. Hank Wilmus, top of the circle. 12 to shoot in the lane. Dinklaw in traffic. Had his shot blocked in there, but Reed Smith had it, lost it, and then commits a foul trying to get it back from Jared Moore. Moore had a big block on Dinklaw. And all of a sudden, Steve, there's a lid on the basket right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Reed committed that foul, but there's a couple of bodies rolling around the floor, so.
Was it eeny, meeny, miny, mo on that, or what?
It could have been. I do like the fact that he's getting Jackson Bear up here.
Here's Siebenthaler underneath, gets it to Essex in the lane to Hinners, lost it, but he gets it in the corner to Siebenthaler, back in the lane to Hinners. He took it away from Reed Smith. Now Dinklaw, boy, bodies, lots of contact out there, no foul. Here's Moore out front for three, no good. Hank Wilmus with the rebound. Man, there's guys getting displaced out there left and right. Here's Wilmus to Weeks, out front to Dinklaw. Huskies lead by one, 26-25. Weeks, free throw line to Riley Johnston. Riley, jump shot, good!
We needed that one. Stopped a little drought.
That's the first Husky points here in the second half. That stops the 8-0 Carroll run. It's 28-25 down the lane. Collison missed the shot, rebound Wilmus. Hank lost the dribble for a moment, gets it back. Now looking around, hands it off to Dinklaw, back to Wilmus. Huskies working against this zone. Hank for three, no good. Riley Johnson tried to follow and couldn't get it in, and the rebound for Moore for Carroll. Well, he had a good look too, Steve.
I think he was even high enough he could have probably dunked it.
Yeah, he was, there was some elevation there, that's for sure. Here's Essex baseline against Reed Smith. Good defense by Reed. Essex missed the shot. And Wilmus with the rebound. Here's Daxon Weeks in the lane. He goes in traffic and knocked down and fouled. Boy, he just exploded to the basket, didn't he?
Yeah, that's a nice job out of Dax. It's really, nothing's really going in for us right now, so we just need to kind of create our own.
Carter Essex gets the foul. That's his third. And Daxon Weeks, who is 2 for 5 from the line this year, is at the free throw line shooting 2. And the first one is up and good.
Hey, just an update on the Adel game there. They're up on Ballard, 37-34. 2:52 left.
What was that, Steve? I didn't hear you.
37-34. Adel's up with 2:48 left in the third quarter.
Adel DeSoto leading Ballard, 37-34. That big game in Adel tonight. Second free throw is good. Dax got them both. Huskies making some free throws tonight, Steve. 30-25. It's back to a 5-point game. Trey Tassel is checked in for Carroll. Baseline Newsbach, who's back in. Now here's Siebenthaler to Newsbach. Out front to Malinsky, who's checked in. Moore in the corner to Siebenthaler. He goes all the way and he lays it in. That's Stone's first basket of the night. He leads them in scoring with 14. That's his first basket. 30-27. Jackson Bear in the game for the Huskies along with Cam Sheffield. Free throw line, here's Riley Johnson. Riley against Jared Moore. Jackson Bear for three in the corner, no good. And Newsbach with the rebound for the Tigers. Moore down the lane, up, no good. Rebound Jackson Bear. And a foul as he was trying to outlet it to Daxon Weeks. And Trey Tassel gets the foul. That's his first, second team foul.
And Carroll's really not a very deep team either, are they?
Well, they played
8 deep, 9 deep.
Yeah, they've played about 9 tonight so far. These teams really mirrored each other. You know, the point differential was about the same. Carroll's given up more points than we have, but both teams with about a 14-point differential. Here's Jackson Bear, an offensive rebound after a missed three by Weeks, and he is fouled in there by Miles Newsbeck. That'll be his first.
He's really doing some good things down there, that Jackson Bear. He's really earning himself some more playing time, I would think, tonight.
Well, he was certainly one of the bright spots up at Alleman on Tuesday night. Here's Weeks, left side, gets it to Sheffield. Cam looking to get that three off as he can. Wilmus in the lane. Hank had it knocked away from him and stolen. And now the other way and laying it up and in is Matt Collison. And it's a 1-point game again, 30-29. Minute 24 to go here, third quarter. Wilmus, Hank, out between the rings in the corner to Jackson Bear. Carroll stays in that 2-3 zone. Wilmus, pull up jump shot, no good. And the rebound in the hands of Collison for Carroll. Down the floor behind the defense. Shot missed in there by Malinsky. Jackson Bear maybe caused a little bit of a problem with that. Here's Sheffield running jumper from the baseline, no good. Dinklaw with the rebound, and Carson is fouled.
Nice job out of Carson getting that rebound. That was a tough rebound get.
And that foul's on Newsbach, his second. I don't know if Jackson affected that play down there or not, Steve, but he was flying in the air trying to do what he could.
Well, I can tell you, when you're open for a layup like that and you hear feet behind you, it is kind of a scary situation.
Huskies inbound. They lead 30-29. Newsbach just ran over Daxon Weeks, and what do we have here?
Flop.
A flop warning on Daxon Weeks. Okay.
Now, Daxon's been on the floor a lot tonight. I'm not sure if that's because he's been flopping or if he's just been getting pushed around, but
well,
not surprised.
It looked like Newsbach kind of went through him there a little bit maybe. Here's Wilmus for three, out front, no good. And Weeks with a great tip to Dinklaw to keep the possession alive. Here's Wilmus, another three, and no good. Had a great look, couldn't hit it. And now Weeks fouls in backcourt, trying to get a steal on Matt Collison, and that for Dax will be his first. Both teams with 4 team fouls here in the quarter. 26 seconds to go, no shot clock. And the Tigers will hold for one in hopes of having maybe a third quarter lead when the clock goes to 0 here in the third quarter. Collison. Newsbach back to Collison. In the lane he goes, puts it up, and no good. Hinners tried to go up for a putback, and he was fouled as time expired. So Noah Hinners is going to have some free throws here. I think they got Dinklaw. Carson picked up his third. So Noah Hinners, who is 2 for 2 tonight, he started the night 7 for 16. And the first one is up and no good. See how I did that, Steve?
You bet. Say it again.
Hinners ready for his second attempt. It is up, and he got that one. So we are tied at 30 with 8 minutes to go in this one. And we'll return Husky basketball on the W Digital Network. Pfeiffer Ag Solutions offers independent agronomic solutions through elite partnerships, as Winterset's local channel Seed Pro offering elite corn and soybean genetics, or as Madison County's only authorized Titan Pro sales representative offering a full menu of crop protection products. Pfeiffer Ag Solutions strive to offer products and services to increase the profitability of your farming operation. To find out more, give Pfeiffer Ag Solutions a call at 641-660-4787. Welcome back to the Union State Bank second half. We start the fourth quarter. We are tied at 30. Huskies were outscored 13-4 in that third quarter, Steve.
Yeah, we're just I don't think we're doing anything different. The ball's just not going in the hoop in the third quarter like it was in the first and the second, you know.
Let's get a straight shots golf quickie stat from Jack Keller. Jack, what do you got?
Winterset shot 1 of 13 in the third quarter, so they just weren't able to put the ball in the hoop there.
Just following up on what you were saying, sir. Here's Jackson Bear in the lane. His shot is in and out, no good, but Weeks, offensive rebound. How did he come up with that, Steve?
I'm not sure.
He was in there amongst some bigger guys, some taller guys, and Dax able to get it and put it in. It's 32-30. Newsbeck leaves it out front to Moore. 15-footer in and out, no good. Newsbeck offensive rebound, and he and Bellamy were battling for it. It's out of bounds off of Jace, and Carroll will keep the possession here. And Collison will play it in. Gets it out front in the hands of Siebenaller. Huskies have done a good job of containing him tonight. Here's Moore in the lane. Shot blocked in there by Riley Johnson. Riley thought he got all ball, but the officials disagree, and that for Riley will be his second.
Shooting foul. This one Huskies 32. Riley Johnson, second personal.
And Jared Moore, 65% free throw shooter, 11 for 17 on the year, is at the line. First one is up and no good. 32-30. 7:16 to go. And the second one is up, and he got that one, so Moore has 7 points. And it's a 1-point game, 32-31. Wilmus, baseline, Riley Johnston. Riley, free throw line to Reed Smith. Gets it to Bellamy. In the corner to Weeks. Dax goes baseline. Now left side to Riley Johnston for three. Too hard, no good. But Bellamy kept the rebound alive to Wilmus. Here's Riley Johnson, another three. In and out, no good. And Bellamy commits a foul, trying to get it away from Jared Moore. Boy, like you said, Steve, got to like the looks. We're just not knocking them down.
Not knocking him down. And Riley can hit that, but, I mean, his game needs to be underneath, you know, from block to block.
That foul, who'd they give that foul to? Dax?
No, Bellamy, I believe.
Did they?
I thought it was Bellamy, but I think they gave it to Dax.
Yeah. It looks like they. Ball knocked out of bounds on the baseline. Bellamy and Henners battling for it, out of bounds. Tigers will play it in. Yeah, I think they gave it to Dax and Weeks.
Yeah, they gave it to Weeks, but it looked like it should have been on Bellamy, but that works out for Winterset.
Yep.
Out between the rings, here's Collison. Left side to Siebenaller. Huskies. Is that a zone, Steve? I can't tell. They're matching up pretty well.
Yeah,
here's a shot inside by Henners for a basket.
It's a zone. Yeah.
2-3 zone matchup.
Yeah, kind of a matchup, kind of hybrid, yeah.
And Carroll has the first lead that they've had for a long time in this game, 33-32. Here's Wilmus. Hank, left side to Daxon Weeks. Dak back to Wilmus. To Weeks, three-point arc left side. Cross-court pass to Bellamy. Jace gets it to Wilmus. Hank in the corner to Daxon Weeks for three. Good! A three-pointer! And a Suds and Pups three-pointer from Daxon Weeks. Winterset back on top, 35-33. Josh Henry calls a 30-second timeout. But, man, Dax with his second three tonight. He has a dozen. That's a career high for him.
Yeah, we need somebody to step up, like we said at the beginning of the game. And Daxon's really doing that. Jackson Bear's stepping up. I mean, Reed's stepping up. And so, I mean, Reed's been pretty quiet since the first half, but he'll get rolling here.
And Jack, we have the lead back, 35-33.
Yeah, it's just a huge shot from Daxon Weeks in the corner. Not an easy one. It looked like he was in the very edge of the corner there, but that just shows how good of a shooter Daxon could be when he's on.
High arching shot, Steve, that was nothing but nylon.
And that's what you want. You want to give your shot a chance to get some air under it.
So Carroll will play it in backcourt. Huskies lead by 2. And they have Wilmus, Weeks, Johnston, Bellamy, and Smith out there right now. Henners, Siebenaller, Nuzbeck, Moore, and Collison on the floor for Randy Beeson. Here's Moore, left side to Nuzbeck, off a screen. Winterset looks like they're in a man-to-man now. Here's a pass underneath to Jared Moore, and his shot blocked by Riley Johnston, and Riley's called for the foul. That'll be his third.
Something I noticed when Riley contests shots, he goes a lot of times for the blocks instead of going for a good contest, and he complains to the officials when they call him for a foul, but when he's hacking trying to get the block, that's going to be called most of the time.
Jared Moore at the line for Carroll. He makes the free throw.
Well, if you're going to contest a shot, you need to go straight up with your arms, not reaching kind of over them.
That's where they get you, is when you're that's that rule of verticality, right, Steve?
Yep.
Moore with a second free throw. It's good. He gets both of them. He has 9, and it's a 1-point game. Huskies on top, 35-34, 5:23 to play. Wilmus to Riley Johnston. Riley out front to Bellamy. Free throw line to Wilmus. Hank against the zone. Fadeaway jump shot, good. Big shot by Wilmus. Again, in that zone, Steve.
Yep.
Interested, they put him in the high post to pass a few possessions, try to get some offense going there.
Here's Moore down the lane, taking it right to Riley Johnston, seeing if he could pick up Riley's 4th foul. Moore lays it in. We're tied at 37. 4:45 to go. Riley Johnson down the lane, banks it up, no good, but he drew the foul. And the foul is on Jared Moore. That'll be his second. Riley tonight, 7 points. 6 for 8 from the line on the year. First one is up and good.
And watching some tape on this, I kind of watched that more. He really likes to go right from that high post. So if I was Riley, I'd shade his right and make him go left and see what happens.
38-37. Riley trying to give the Huskies a 2-point lead, and he left the second one short. And the rebound to the Carroll Tigers and Matt Collison. Here's Siebenaller. Winterset in a man-to-man, it looks like now. Here's Moore, right side, Nuzbeck for 3. Good. He knocks down a 3. Miles Nuzbeck, his first basket of the night. And Carroll back on top, 40-38. 4:12 to go. Here's Bellamy in the lane. Right side, Reed Smith, a 3. Good! A Suds and Pups 3 from Reed Smith. And he's, his second 3 of the night. And he's got 12 points. Here's a steal by the Huskies. Weeks, right side to Wilmus for 3. No good. Long rebound, run down by Collison. 41-40, Winterset on top. Collison, they kick it out front to Nuzbeck. Left side to Collison, dribbles in. Throws it in the corner to Siebenaller. Back to Collison. Underneath, here's Hitter spinning against Riley Johnson. Missed the shot, no good. Great contest there by Riley, not to foul, Steve.
I would agree. I thought he was going to do that same thing about the...
Here's Bellamy. Jace Bellamy with a 3. His first 3 of the year. He came in 0 for 6. And he buries one, and we're up 44-40. And Steve, it looked good when it left his hand.
Yeah, it did. I love that Jace Bellamy. He's a good cat.
Yeah, nothing like Jason Reed hitting threes in the past few possessions. I mean,
that's awesome.
I'm just shocked that they have the confidence to shoot him like that. But I mean,
Jace
Jack, to your point, Jace, when he's open, he normally doesn't. He won't take that shot. He'll pass it.
Yeah, they gave it to him in rhythm, and he didn't have a thought behind those eyes. He just let it fly, and it went in.
Man, what a big shot.
That was a huge shot.
44-40. Huskies lead, 3:13 to go. Jace Bellamy, his first 3 of the year.
And you know what? That shot was great, but on the defensive side, he's the one that set that up. He dove for that ball and got it out to our wing to get it down the court.
So Carroll inbounds in backcourt. Huskies lead by 4, 44-40. 3:10 to go. Out front with it, here's Collison. Gets it to Henners, left side to Nuzbeck. He just hit a 3 a moment ago. In the lane he goes, and he runs over Reed Smith. He went a little too far with the basketball that time, and Reed stepped in and took the charge.
Loves taking him.
Man, another big play, Steve.
Yeah, I expect nothing less from Reed.
Carroll kind of extending their pressure a little bit here. They pick up man-to-man at half court. Here's Carson Dinklaw over the timeline to Jackson Bear, who's checked in. Out front, Reed Smith, who's hit 2 threes tonight and has a career-high 12 points, working against Henners. Thought about another 3, passed it to Dinklaw. Here's Wilmus with 12 to shoot. Hank out between the rings, 8 to shoot. Off a screen from Jackson Bear. Now gives it to Reed Smith, knocked away on the floor. Reed and tried to get it to Hank Wilmus, and it was stolen away by Henners, who was fouled, I believe, by Wilmus.
Coach is trying to say it got the rim.
Second personal, team foul.
So Hank gets the foul. Huskies turn it over.
It's all right. They worked some clock there a little bit.
2:22 to go. They lead 4 by 4, 44-40. Henners right side gets it in the hands of Nuzbeck. Stolen away by Wilmus. Here's Hank all the way up. No good. But there to follow is Jackson Weeks. Hank faced a major contest there. Carroll player came back and really contested it. But Daxon Weeks was the next guy, and when Hank couldn't quite finish, Dax did.
He followed it. That's awesome. I mean, that's good basketball IQ. I mean, your guy's going in for a layup. You know it's going to be contested. Be there for the rebound and get the putback.
Yeah, what a game that Daxon Weeks has played tonight. I think by far the best he's played this year, and he's showing you how he can play. He's a small, quick, shifty guard that can kind of generate some offense, and even right there, just a smart play to get the putback.
He has a career-high 14 points, and to your point, Jack, finishing shots tonight.
Yeah, I think you know that he can make these shots, but he just hasn't really been able to do it this year. But tonight he's really followed through, and he's played well.
So we have 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go in this game, and Winterset has a 46-40 lead. And every possession now, Steve, is important offense or defense right here.
Yep, it is. I mean, it's still a 2-possession game essentially. So
interesting lineup here as well. As you know, there's only 2 minutes left, and Coach Henry's going with Carson Dinkla and Jackson Bear off of his bench.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But I really like the way they played tonight for sure. I mean, they've been kind of the Reed for sure has been the heart and soul, and Dinkla can put it down the threes.
Carroll's only made 1 3 tonight. That was by that Miles Nuzbeck here in the fourth quarter. That's the only one they've made. And
just an update on the Ballard ADM game. Ballard's up 50-49 with 1:46 left in the game.
So quite a game going on in Adel tonight between those two unbeatens. And clearly the best 2 teams on the boys' side of this conference.
Yeah.
Here's Nuzbeck. They break the press, and he went down towards the basket, and I think he was fouled by Wilmus.
They're in the bonus too. That's just not a good foul right there.
Yeah, you want Carroll to work. You don't want to give him a chance to score points with no time going off the clock.
He's shooting about 33%. So
yeah, Nuzbeck is 1 for 5 from the line. Or actually, this is his first free throw of the year right here, Miles Nuzbeck, according to my numbers, but I might be wrong.
It's field goal percentage.
He makes the free throw nonetheless. It's 40. Yep. The heck with the percentages. He makes both free throws, and it's 46.
Made them both.
42, and he has 5 big points here in this fourth quarter. Full court pressure by the Tigers. Huskies get it over the timeline. Wilmus took an extra step and traveled. He did. Dank didn't think he did, but
he did.
He took an extra step, and that's a big turnover. Gives it back to Carroll.
It's just that it's part of the game. We need to slow down there, take off some clock. You beat the press, good job. You got to take a second.
Yep. We don't have to rush it at all.
46-42. It's a 2-possession game. Here's a pass too high for Nuzbeck. Cross-court pass from Collison, and Miles went up, and he looked like he had it and went through his hands. That's a break for the Huskies.
Now they got full court press us.
1-2-2, full court pressure. Here's Wilmus. Hank picks up the dribble. Jackson Weeks gets it over the timeline, and now they foul him. The Tigers have fouls to give, and that foul, I think, is on Collison. That's his third. Minute 24 to go. Riley Johnston back in for Jackson Bear here. Carter Essick is back in for Carroll. Here's a dangerous pass cross court that Dinklaw went up and got. And now Carson and between the rings to Reed Smith. Carroll still has a foul to give here with 1:09 to go. Dinklaw, Daxon Weeks, 15 on the shot clock. Here's Wilmus. Hank down the lane to Weeks in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound to Hank Wilmus, but Carson Dinklaw is going to be called for a foul. I think he undercut Nuzbeck a little bit there, trying to screen him out.
Yeah, I saw what they called right there. I think it was the right call, as Nuzbeck was trying to get the rebound, and Dinklaw kind of, like you said, undercut him.
Josh Hendry was not a big fan of that call, as Nuzbeck, who has been a real factor here for the Tigers in this fourth quarter, is back to the free throw line. And the first one is no good. .4 seconds to go. Huskies lead 46-42. Second one is good. He gets 1 out of 2. Nuzbeck has 6 big points here in this fourth quarter. 1 possession game. Dinklaw fouled in backcourt by Miles Nuzbeck. They got Siebenaller.
That was close right there. I don't know. There wasn't a lot of contact there, but there was enough to call a foul there, but that was close to an awful turnover there for the Huskies.
It was. We'll take the foul. Next foul by Carroll, and the Huskies are in the bonus. Here's Wilmus. Hank over the timeline with it. 48 seconds to go. Difference of about 18 seconds between the game clock and shot clock, and then a dangerous pass to Dinklaw, and Nuzbeck got there just a split second late. Thank goodness for the Huskies.
Yeah.
And he committed the foul, but that was almost a steal going the other way.
Yeah, that would have been almost 2.
I think Josh needs to call a timeout here and kind of calm his team down. They look a little gun shy out there trying to hold on to this ball.
Dinklaw, Carson had that one hit every part of the rim and go in for him.
That's a big free throw.
That's Carson's first point of the night. And a timeout called here by Josh Hendry. Or is it Carroll that called it? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but
it was Carroll.
We'll take the break. 43.8 to go. 47-43. We'll return. Husky basketball on the W Digital Network. Whether you're buying or selling in the real estate world these days, you need someone you can trust. RE/MAX Precision agent Jamie Atkins can be that trusted advisor for you. From Des Moines to Winterset and everything in between, Jamie knows the area well. Jamie works hard for her clients, always having their best interests at heart, with the goal to make sure they have the best experience. Give Jamie Atkins a call at 515-705-9994. Here we go. Welcome back to the Union State Bank second half. Well, it's been an exciting game. 43.8 seconds to go. It's a two-possession game here, gentlemen. 47-43. Jack, straight shots golf, quickie stat. What's standing out to you at this point?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Riley Johnson on the glass. You know, he hasn't played. He's in there right now, but he has 7 rebounds tonight. And I think that's kind of been what we've been wanting to see out of him, is being more physical underneath and trying to get those rebounds.
Carson Dinklaw getting ready for another free throw here. And it's up, and it's good. Carson, I didn't want to jinx him, Steve, but he's 4 for 4 from the line this year.
Just to put your stat in context, Jack, Riley just gets about 3 rebounds a game, so he's doubled that output tonight.
48-43, Huskies lead. 35 seconds to go. Here's Collison, pass for Hinner, stolen away by Jace Bellamy. Wilmus over the timeline, and Weeks has it knocked away from him by Siebenaller on the far sideline. Huskies will play it in here. Carroll's got a foul, you would think.
Our crowd's wanting to erupt, Todd.
What's that?
I think our crowd is wanting to erupt a little bit here.
Got to storm the court.
Huskies inbound. Reed Smith gets it into Wilmus, and Hank is fouled immediately by Matt Collison. That is his 4th. And with 24 seconds to go here, Hank Wilmus could take a major step towards the Huskies getting their first win of the year with a couple of makes. Hank, 50% on the year. First one is up and good.
I think the next one, if he gets it, knock on wood, seals the deal, then put it up 3-possession game. And I think Coach Beiser knows that as well. That's why he's trying to ice Hank a little bit.
30-second timeout called here by Randy Beeson, the Carroll coach. So the Huskies trying to hang on here, man. 49-43. You know, we should have just said first one to 50 wins tonight. What do you think, huh?
Yeah, it's probably that way.
Yeah, there's been a lot of scoring in the fourth quarter. I think it was around 30-30 at the end of the third, and both these teams are starting to score. That might be because of the free throws that both these teams are taking. But if you're Winterset, you cannot have any threes by Carroll. You can almost give up a 2, maybe not like fully give it to them, but you're inviting them to take a 2 just so because of the score right now and make them take some clock, but no threes on the other end.
Stay tuned for our Urban Tap Room Husky wrap-up show after the game. Wilma's second free throw, good. Hank looked good on both of them. And it's 50-43, and that ought to about do it. Here's Moore down the lane. Had the ball knocked away from him, gets it out to Nuzbeck. He'll put up a 3 in the corner, no good. And the rebound in there by Reed Smith. And Weeks was fouled from behind by Siebenaller. And Steve, the hay is in the barn. What do you think?
Yeah, I hate to say it before it hits 0 because I've seen it before where at, but I think it's pretty good to say we've won our first game tonight.
Daxon Weeks, what a game he's had tonight at the free throw line, and the first one is short. Dax tonight with a career high 14 points. Several guys with career highs tonight. Picking the Agriland FS player of the game's not going to be easy tonight, gentlemen. His second free throw's no good. Riley Johnson with an offensive rebound. And Huskies will just play catch and dribble it out here. And that's a Winterset Husky winner. And this crowd does erupt. As the Huskies beat Carroll tonight, they get their first win of the year. The final score, Winterset 50 and Carroll 43. The Urban Tap Room Husky wrap-up show is coming up next
You keep it right here. Husky basketball on the W Digital Network. Pizza Ranch in Winterset promises you a legendary experience. You'll find a buffet full of your favorite pizzas, the country's best chicken, and fresh fixins. Or just come for dessert. Their famous cactus bread always hits the spot. Their party rooms seat 50 and 90 people and are the perfect spot for your next family gathering or fundraising event. Craving a night in? Pizza Ranch delivers. Order online or call 515-493-1223. Open Monday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. The Pizza Ranch at 1009 John Wayne Drive. Jones Creek Apparel at 124 West Jefferson Street offers graphics and logo design, screen printing, embroidery, direct-to-film, and promotional products. Proud supporters of Winterset Athletics, they're happy to work with any organization or individual, no matter how small or large the order. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday, 9 a.m. to noon. Give them a call at 515-462-4132 or visit their website, jonescreekapparel.com. Jones Creek Apparel, they come to work every day to inspire those that inspire others. Your computer is important to you. It's hard to survive without it. And when I have computer problems, I go to Michael's Computer Repair located at 67 East Jefferson on the historic Winterset Square. Michael can clean up and tune up your computer, or if you're in the market for a new device, nice, clean, used computers are available for purchase at very reasonable prices. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Give Michael a call at 515-493-6647. Integrity Financial Group is a financial services partnership with offices in Central Iowa. Here you'll find expertise in insurance, accounting, and investments all under one roof. Their commitment is to help you make sound financial decisions and protect what matters today and into the future. CPA Ben Applegate, insurance agent Eric Johnson, and investment broker Jason Claymeyer are ready to help you. Call 888-365-1230. Integrity Financial Group. Experienced, professional, committed. Welcome to the Urban Tap Room Husky Wrap-Up Show. Urban Tap Room located at 1511 North John Wayne Drive. It's a taste of uptown, down home. Well, the Winterset boys get a much-needed win here tonight. A solid effort and the big crowd on hand here. A lot of folks at the high school tonight, home for the holidays here. You know, a lot of students back and those kind of things, and they were treated to a very good boys game tonight, 50-43. Winterset wins it, and you know, before we get into the scoring and all this, just some general thoughts from you two. We had some guys. And Steve, you and Jack have both been talking about it, but we had some kids really step up tonight in this game. Yeah, we did. I mean, since Jack's did the stats here, I would say I could go down the list. Reed Smith stepped up. Daxon Weeks stepped up. Jackson Bear stepped up. I mean, there's just I mean those three alone. And you know, you guys were talking about the free throw, 11 for 13. That was the game too. I mean, there's just so many things that could have went like they have in the past, where we could have been, you know, 6 for 13 or 8 for 13, but whereas 11 for 13. You know what I'm saying? That makes a game. That's a complete game, and we kind of took a lull in the third quarter there a little bit, but we turned it on in the fourth quarter and kind of brought it home. And that I hope that puts us over that hump that we've been talking about. That just kind of builds that confidence that we can win these games. They're going to be tough, but we're going to have to, you know, I mean, they may have more talent than us, but we have more energy on our team for some, you know. Well, let's take a look at our individual scoring presented by Roush Collision and Restoration. Quality repairs and customer satisfaction. That's what Roush Collision and Restoration is all about. Well, the individual scoring that Steve was just referring to, Reed Smith, a career-high 14 points tonight. He had 2 threes in this game. He was 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Daxon Weeks, a career-high 14 points tonight. He had a couple of threes, and he was 2 for 3
from the free throw line. 14 points for those two guys. After that, Riley Johnston with 8 points in the game. 6 points for Hank Wilmus. Jackson Bear with 5 points. Jace Bellamy only had 1 basket, but it was a 3, and man, it came at a big time. And Jace with 3 points in the game. Carson Dinklaw with 2. For Carroll tonight, they were led by Matt Collison, who had 11 points in the game. Jared Moore and Noah Hinners each had 9 points in the contest. 6 points for Miles Nusbeck. 3 points for Trey Tassel. 2 points for Stone Siebenaller. And 1 point for Carter Essick. Our final game statistics are brought to you by the Integrity Financial Group. Expertise in insurance, accounting, and investments all under one roof. Give them a call at 888-365-1230. Jack, what do you got?
Yeah, Winterset shot 16 of 43 as a team, which is only 37%, but compared to Carroll, they were 14 of 45, which is 31%. Big difference was from 3. Winterset was 7 of 23 compared to Carroll's 1 of 11. So Winterset with a big advantage in three-point shooting. And really, that's really the story of the game in my eyes. Both teams turned it over 16 times, and that's really the majority of the things that came from the stat sheet was the three-point shooting. And that's pretty unlikely that Winterset shoots better from three-point from outside the arc than the other team, but tonight it was a huge part of the game.
Steve?
I can't argue with that. I mean, Jack's got the stats. That tells the story. I mean, I just can't tell you how much, of an energy boost that this team had tonight, more so than they have any other game, and that was awesome.
Well, it's time to name our Rainbow Restoration of South Central Iowa Off the Bench Award winner tonight. When the unexpected happens to your home, call Rainbow Restoration at 515-462-4350. Well, we got some big stuff off the bench tonight. We outscored Carroll off the bench, by the way, 10-9. But you got some really good candidates there. Jackson Bear, Jace Bellamy, to just to name a couple. Jack, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd go with Jackson Bear. He had 5 points and 3 rebounds, and you said Jace Bellamy, and he's starting right now, so it's kind of the difference between this team, and I think that Jackson Bear is the best player off the bench tonight.
That's right. Jace did start tonight. That's my bad. Carson Dinklaw was the one off the bench. Okay, so that shores that up. Thank you. And so we'll go with Jackson Bear as our Rainbow Restoration off the bench award winner tonight. Off the bench points, Winterset 10 and Carroll 9. The play of the game tonight, presented by Remax Precision agent Jamie Atkins from Des Moines to the Winterset area. Jamie Atkins can be that trusted advisor to help you find your new home. Real quick, guys, before we get some of the players on here, what do you think was the biggest play in this game tonight, the biggest moment in this game?
I'd go with when Jace Bellamy hit the 3, where he just kind of stepped into it and shot it, and he sunk it with all the confidence in the world.
Put us up 6 at the time, Steve.
I like that, but I really like the Dax Weeks in the corner 3-point. I mean, you could go with a bunch of plays, you know what I'm saying? So
it's a lot easier to name them when you win.
It is.
It's a lot more fun when you win.
It is a lot more fun.
All right, well, let's get some of the guys on the headset here. We'll have Reed come over here, and we'll talk to Reed real quick. Reed Smith, 14 points tonight. Reed, couple of threes. You played some great defense inside, and man, we got the win. How's it feel?
It's good. Winning's fun. Losing isn't. So
yeah,
that's that, and we hope to get some more coming forward after Christmas break.
Well, you shot the ball with confidence tonight. Talk to me about that a little bit.
Yeah, I just thought some of them were open, and I said, why not? Our defense is playing great, so I knew that maybe a shot here or there would have been all right, and yeah.
Jack, you got anything for Mr. Smith here?
Yeah, it looked like you guys were playing with more intensity coming out of the gate tonight. Was there anything to that, or was that just kind of coming home in front of the fans?
To be honest, we needed to play with intensity. I mean, sometimes we lacked it.
Good point.
North Polk, we lacked it. So, and yeah, people coming out cheering for us is great. Student section making noise is great, especially playing defense down there. It's a it's rough.
And we started a man-to-man defense tonight, Reed, and that's something that I think you guys play pretty well. How'd you like that?
It was good. It was interesting. Different for sure.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, people are shooting the ball well, so that's a really easy way to take away the three. And, yeah, Coach Henry decided to switch it up a little bit, and it worked out. So.
Well, you had a great game tonight. You're 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Just, great defense inside. And, just congratulations on a big win. And we'll pass the headset on to the next guy, okay? So thank you, Reed. Great job.
All right, thank you.
Let's get Hank Wilmus in here. Hank, 6 points tonight. And Hank has been some frustration, but we worked through it all tonight. You guys came out man-to-man, really played them tough, and got the win. Talk to me about it a little bit.
Yeah, we played some good man, and then Daxon really stepped up for the team there and had about, I think, 14 points. So he
so
stepped
did
up,
Reed tonight, yeah.
Reed played good too.
Yeah, so, and, that takes the pressure off of you and Riley a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to see other guys make some baskets.
Good to see the ball just go in the basket, period, right?
And to see a W on the board. Good to see.
Yeah. So you had a big, Steve, we were talking about, Steve doesn't have a headset on right now, but Jack, we were talking about it. Hank had a big shot at the free throw line here in the fourth quarter and against that zone.
Yep. Able to get that down, and then we just were able to win it from there.
All right, well, we go into the holidays feeling a little better about ourselves here, so that's a good thing. So, so Jack, you got anything for Hank?
Yeah, at a certain point in the game, you're playing in the high post as opposed to at the top of the key. Is that something that you like doing better, or is that just at that point in the game made more sense?
Yeah, I like doing that. I do it all the time in practice when we play our 2-3. Because I can just kind of see everywhere and I can get guys open.
5'9" guy playing at the high, playing in the post. There you go. Yeah, that's how we do it here at Winterset, right? Right, Hank. So, all right. Well, hey, great game. Thank you. And happy holidays to you.
Yep, you too.
And let's get Daxon Weeks in here. Daxon had a career high 14 points tonight, and Dax, just your thoughts about the game, and got to feel good to get a W.
Yeah, I thought we played really well as a team and just stepped it up from the games prior.
You've had kind of a tough shooting spell, through the first 5 games or so, but it's been starting to kind of build here a little bit, and then you hit a couple of huge threes tonight, and just talk about some of those shots a little bit.
Yeah, they were going on a run on one of them, and I felt we needed something big, so I shot it, made it. Crowd went wild, and it felt good.
Jack?
You look like you're playing with a lot of confidence tonight. Is that something where, over the next few games, you start to really feel a lot more? I guess we're going into break, but when we come back, you're going to be more confident going into the next few games?
Yeah, got to step it up, and got to become more of a scorer for the team because we're not scoring as much as we should, so...
Yeah.
All right, well, Dax, you played great tonight, and I know you've been frustrated. The whole team's been a little bit frustrated, but this has got to feel good going into Christmas, and now we can work on some stuff. How'd you like the man-to-man defense you guys came out in tonight? How'd you like that?
Yeah, I like the man-to-man and how we switch back and forth to always keep the other team on their toes. It really worked because we held them to 43 points, I think.
So, so great job, and happy holidays to you, and we'll look forward to the Boone game coming up on January 3rd.
Yep, thank you.
Okay. Daxon Weeks, 14 points, career high for him tonight, and our free throw recaps brought to you by the China Cafe at 71 East Jefferson on the historic Winterset Square, home to the best Asian and Chinese cuisine around. Winterset 11 for 13 tonight, and the Carroll Tigers 13 for 18. So Winterset did a great job at the free throw line in this game, But like Jack said, Steve, the difference was from behind the three-point arc, and our look at that numbers tonight by Pro Team Insurance at 55 East Jefferson on the historic Winterset Square. Trust the pros at Pro Team Insurance with all your insurance needs. You know, we had 9 threes at North Polk the other night, Steve, and we and they had, but we had 7 tonight, 7 for 23. Not bad.
Not bad. That's a big stack, but I definitely go back to the free throws as well. That was a huge stat. I mean, 11 for 13. I mean, and you told me that 2 games ago we'd go 11 from 13 from free throw, and I think if you talk to Josh Henry about it, Coach Henry, he'd be telling you the same thing. I mean, we don't have those 11 points, the game's done. Same with obviously you can say that about everything, but I mean, the free throws are seemingly the hardest because you have time to think about it.
Yeah, so we were 7 for 33, but like Jack mentioned, they were 1 for 11. So, man.
That's brutal.
That's your difference right there.
That is your difference, yeah.
All right, so what about the rebounding totals tonight, Jack? They are presented by Swanson Masonry, LLC. For all your masonry needs, give Dan Swanson a call at 515-210-3463. How'd the rebounding check out tonight?
Yeah, Winterset out-rebounded Carroll by about 31-20, somewhere on there.
Okay.
I had Winterset 31, and I think Carroll's around 20.
And Riley was who was our leader tonight? Riley?
Yeah, Riley had 8, Reed had 7, and Hank had 5.
Pretty good. All right. Okay, well, Jack, if you don't mind, we'll get Coach Henry in here. We'll get him mic'd up real quick and talk with Coach Henry about the Huskies win tonight, 50-43. And Josh, first of all, congratulations. And I mean, we had it all the way, but congratulations on the win. You came out, you started out in the man-to-man, and I really thought that gave Carroll problems early. Your thoughts about that?
No, I mean, I think I've known Coach Beeson and Carroll. I mean, for 7 straight years, we played 96% zone against them, against everybody, right? We're 0-6, and I just I didn't want to say anything at the pregame, right? Just in case there's people listening.
Yep.
But I just thought, hey, we gotta mix it up. I mean, we got guys, that they proved tonight that they can guard in the man-to-man, and I think that showed. But also, I mean, I think it probably took Carroll off guard, right? They're expecting zone. 95% of the possessions we came out man, so I think that threw them off. And I was just proud of the guys to get a lead. I mean, we just haven't had a lead very much this year. And we even saw it dwindle there in the second half. I think they took a lead in the third or fourth. I can't remember. But then we had a couple guys hit a couple big threes, and we got the lead back up. So super proud of the guys, super proud of my staff. I missed Coach Bradley tonight. Went home after school, not feeling well. So shout out to Coach. He set the practice plan up yesterday and did a heck of a job. The guys really responded well to that. And, just proud of the whole team. Our bench energy, I had multiple people tell me after the game, man, the bench was awesome, just cheering and being encouraging. And so tonight was a complete team win. I'm really proud of them, especially heading into break, getting the taste of victory.
Yeah, I was telling Todd before you guys came out at halftime, we've always been kind of, for this year, we've been a first half team, and we can't put 2 halves together. And I would say, minus the third quarter, we were kind of a little shaky there, but we put 2 halves together, really, and the energy in the team. I mean, you could go down on the list, Jackson Bear, Dax Weeks, who else do we say?
Reed Smith.
Reed Smith, yeah. I mean, those guys right there, and those guys made the game. I mean, Jackson Bear, I mean, he took there's a couple guys that were bodying up, and, he took it. So,
yeah, no, like I said, everybody that got in, contributed in different ways, whether it's rebounding, assists, good defense, hitting some shots. And then, like I said, the guys that didn't get in, they were just loud and, excited for their teammates, which is, as a coach, you love to see that.
Talk to us about Reed Smith's three-pointer and Chase Belley's three-point shot.
Man.
Hey,
Jace
after North Polk hit 15.
Hey, Josh, Jace passes that shot up all the time, by the way,
Well, and here's the thing. Both those guys in practice show they can hit it. Reed yesterday was on point with his three, so I think he was feeling confident, which is what you want. And I think those were the 2 threes when they got the lead. I think Reed hit one, and then a possession later, Jace hit one. So those are huge shots.
Big threes.
And, got us the momentum back. And then I think looking at the stats tonight, much better from the free throw line. I think 11 of 14, somewhere in that range.
Yep.
And then, once again, I don't know, 6 threes, 7. It wasn't a very high-scoring game.
7 for 23, and Josh, they were 1 for 11 tonight.
Well, yeah, well, hey, that's a...
And we out-rebounded by 11 or something like that.
31 to 20 rebounding.
Well, for us giving up, 28 threes the last 2 games, holding the team to 1, that's really good. And like I said, I think the man-to-man threw him off a little bit.
You could tell that in the first quarter.
Yeah,
sure.
Threw him off. So.
And Riley usually gets 2.5 rebounds a game, and he got 8, I think, or 9 tonight. So.
Yeah, well, I think in the man, it'll be a little easier for him being inside. Yeah. He'll probably be on guys that are inside more, getting some more rebounds. So he did a good job. And, give Carroll a lot of credit. I mean, they didn't give up. I mean, they were pretty sluggish that first half, 17 points, but they fought back, got the lead, held us to 4 or 6 points in the third quarter. So they did a good job, but super proud of our guys. Super proud of the coaching staff, the fans. It was cool.
Great crowd tonight,
Great
Josh.
crowd, yeah. And that helps. And I want to give a special shout-out to the pep band. Okay, I think that makes high school basketball games very exciting. And, so super excited. Spend some time away now with the family and celebrate Christmas. And then we're going to get right back at it with some confidence going into Boone, I think, January 3rd.
Josh Jackson Bear. I love that kid, man. He has some hops in there. He plays. I mean, he's only, 6'3". I think he plays bigger than that. He's got some hops. He made another 3 tonight. I mean, I love the way that kid plays.
No, I mean, Jackson's, one of those examples that, stay with it. Last year didn't play as much on the JV as he wanted. Could have given up, could have quit, said, hey, I'm done. But he stuck with it, played all summer, played all fall. And then with Steve, I think, in the fall league.
Had a good fall season.
He's been leading our JV with 19 points a game, 10 rebounds almost. And so you just never know when your opportunity is going to come. And he's a good example of, hey, it didn't come as, quick maybe as he wanted, but now he's had an opportunity and he's taken advantage of the last 2 games. So he's doing a great job bringing us a lift off the bench.
All right, sir. Well, Steve, you got anything else?
Nope.
Coach, we'll let you go. Thank you for all the time you spend with us, and congratulations on the win. We were all pulling for you. We knew it was going to happen, and great to see some of these kids step up. And this is a really good feeling going into Christmas. You work on some things, and we get ready for Boone, who has been our nemesis here the last few years for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Appreciate you guys, all you do. Wish you guys a Merry Christmas. Wish Husky Nation a Merry Christmas. And I got to give another special shout out to my classroom, my students. I love all. Avery was in the concession stand tonight, but it makes my life. I love it every day coming to work, and then my amazing associates. If I don't say that, I'm going to be in real big trouble. So I appreciate all them. And
we had best buddies, Journey O'Neill at half between the games, talking about best buddies tonight. So
sure.
So that was good.
Awesome. And then love my family to death. Excited to spend some time with Betsy and the kids. Her family's here this weekend. We'll be with my family. So this is just a special time of year, and I'm grateful for a lot. So thankful for you guys too.
All right, Merry Christmas.
Last thing, Eric Fulton said the reason we won tonight. You shade off your beard.
Hey, we're 1-0 with no beard. So
you know what?
We might have to keep that going.
You know what, Josh? I talk to you all the time. I interview. I'm sitting right next to you interviewing. You think Todd would pick up on that? No. How about no? I didn't.
I talked to you multiple times today. I didn't even figure it out.
Yeah. So. No, after that North Pole class, I'm like, hey, I got to shave.
Got to do something.
Got to do something. It'll work.
Well, great job, Coach.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Yep.
Go Huskies.
Yep. Go
all
Huskies.
Right. Josh Henry with us. Steve, got a couple more things we need to talk about here. The defensive player of the game, brought to you by Piper Ag Solutions, striving to offer products and services to increase the profitability of your farming operation. Give Michael Piper a call at 641-660-4787. We'll get Jack mic'd up again here real quick, but give me some of your thoughts on the defensive player of the game tonight. What do you think?
I think it's probably going to be Jace Bellamy. I think he was on the ground for loose balls, getting rebounds. That's my thought, but I could go with anybody, really. I mean, team effort for sure.
Well, and when you talk about Jace, how many balls did we keep alive? Second chance points. Jack? How about those tonight a little bit?
Yeah, I think I'd go with Jace easily. I think he's just a force down there, and he's given 110% every single time he's going out there. And I think you need guys like that on your team, and that's going to result in wins.
All right, and it's time now to name our Agriland FS Player of the Game. A financially strong and dependable cooperative rooted in more than 90 years of experience with their eye on tomorrow. Agriland FS. Well, we got some really good candidates tonight, guys. What do you think?
I think I'd have to go with co-MVPs, and I'd have to go with Dax and Reed. That's who I'd have to go with.
I don't think you can do that.
You can't do that?
Co-MVPs?
I think you can. I think, we kind of make our own rules on that, don't we, Jack? I mean, if we want
to. He's a stickler.
I'm going with Reed.
Oh, I could go with Reed, too.
I think Reed
I tell you, they were both.
really
Jack,
good.
It's not to discount Daxon, but I think Reed he hit those threes.
Yeah,
Reed never hits threes. He plays great defense
but Dax
down low.
How great was Dax tonight, man?
That's nothing against Dax. I think Dax played really well, but I think Reed was just...
He sure can't hit the shot in my office.
Well, I think Reed played really well tonight.
Well, I don't know. I got to agree with your dad here a little bit. I think this needs to be a co-award tonight with Reed and Dax. Can we?
So you're saying I'm right?
So I'm.
It's not very often I'm right over Jack.
That is true. That
not very often.
That is very true.
I think we need to put a poll out. I don't think that.
He's not giving up easy, is he, Steve?
He doesn't.
Well, we're outvoting him tonight,
okay.
2-1.
All right,
so we're going to go co-player of the games. Reed Smith and Daxon Weeks are our co-players of the games. So, all right. You two, thank you for being here. Merry Christmas to you and Happy New Year. And we look forward to lots of exciting basketball in 2025.
Go shopping.
Okay, yeah.
So.
Amy and Kim are in charge of that,
Yeah,
Steve,
I don't have anything to do with it, so.
All right.
All righty.
Okay, that's going to wrap it up here. That's been a presentation of the Winterset Huskies Digital Network on YouTube. We hope you enjoyed tonight's games as much as we enjoyed bringing them to you. Our next basketball doubleheader comes up in the year 2025 when the Huskies return to action on Friday night, January 3rd, as they travel to face the Boone Toreadors and Raccoon River Conference action. Our Breeding's Ace Hardware warm-up show will begin at 5:30 live from the Boone High School gym. Girls tip at 6, boys tip at 7:30. We hope you join us. Our thanks to Winterset Activities Director Nick Mulder and his staff for their assistance here tonight. Our thanks to our head coaches Matt Young and Josh Henry for their time. Thanks to Alan Hansen and Angie Hansen for all the great video here tonight. Alan Hansen Video Productions. Thank you to Steve and Jack Keller for their usual great work in the broadcast booth. And as always, a big thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors that make our basketball broadcasts possible. Make sure you stop in and take advantage of all of their wonderful goods and services. Our final scores again here tonight. Carroll wins the girls' game 50-37, but the Winterset boys win the boys' game by the score of 50-43. For everyone involved, Todd Guestford saying thanks for watching and good night from Winterset High School. You've been watching Winterset Huskies basketball on the W Digital Network.